Crawford needs.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up!
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... Cause when you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibes. I'm the kingpin.
YouTube streets, I'm like that dude. You know what I'm saying? I be up in the alley, you know what I'm saying, smoking a cigarette, just peeping things, like in The Wire, you know what I'm saying? Just watching on the corner, seeing what's happening. I don't tap in a lot to the drama that's happening out here, and it's just ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous. I'm listening to dudes, man, and it's like, the reason why they channel grows because they keep a lot of drama going, man. I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If that's your thing, to go at other content creators and, to grow your channel and keep up beef and start narratives, and y'all knew who I'm talking about, the little motherfucker, the little big ear monkey dude. I mean, you know what? I can't even tune in 2 minutes to this nigga broadcast because he always going at folks, man. That's how you make your channel grow. I mean, if you want to make your channel grow, just keep up some drama with everybody. It's like, let's just keep it boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's just, and niggas are such cowards in real life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people who talk shit on this radio, they never been in no real street shit. You could tell by the shit they talk. Because why would you want to walk around to every boxing event looking over your shoulder? Because, you done talked a lot of shit. Now, see, if that was me, you know what I'm saying? I'll give somebody a fair one, you know what I'm saying? But I don't talk no shit like that because I'm an old man now. And not just because of that, because shit is wrong, right? So I'm just like looking at this little nigga. I'm like, he's still on this toxic ass shit, man. I was like, dude, you my age. You know what I'm saying? You my age or more. So if anybody catch your ass up out there, you know what I'm saying? Your ass is grass. You out there begging. I ain't even finna go into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I can't believe some of these dudes, man. They are such hypocrites. You know you're a goddamn coward. So if you get caught out there in them streets, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. I mean, I know you think you're safe and stuff, but if you keep pissing people off, man, it's just not a good deal, especially when you're a old middle-aged man. You know what I'm saying? You're not a young dude, bro. Stop acting like you're 23 or 24. You're an old dude, man. You're supposed to be spreading wisdom on this shit. You ain't supposed to be spreading this toxic ass shit and all these narratives and propaganda, getting down into the muck with these young folk. What's wrong? I don't know, man. I'm sorry. My spirit was just moved when I tapped into this dude broadcast, and he's still trying to stir up trouble because he got caught lacking up there, and he got proved to be a coward, right? But I'm not for usually I don't get into that. It's just, man, it's just wild how these motherfuckers move out here, man. It's like just keep it boxing, bro. I mean, just because somebody likes Devin or somebody likes Tank more, it don't matter, bro. You know what I mean? The shit really don't matter. As a boxing fans, we all paying for the same fights. I mean, it to me is really confusing, but I think it's just the money, you know what I'm saying, a way to get into the algorithm, you know what I'm saying, to keep up all kind of drama and everything, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just a cheap way of doing it. But besides all that kind of dramatic shit, once again, Bud Crawford is playing the professional victim. Once again, he's playing the professional victim. It was an article on Boxing 24, and it was pretty cool, man. I was like, man, I'm just like, man, I just want people to be real, man. It's like, what is so hard about this shit? Why Terrence Crawford just can't keep it real, my nigga? If you just want easy fights, just say that. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these little stories that they create. You know what I'm saying? It don't benefit being a grown man. It really don't. What's good? What's going on, King Swisher? What's happening? It's just no morality, like you say, Brian. What's going on, Brian Cover? It's super easy, you know what I'm saying, to be a man. Just walk in the truth, not your truth, but the truth, right? That's all I'm saying. It's like it's just too many sucker ass niggas out here, man. It's like, and they cool with it. It's just too many sucker ass niggas that like deception and like to move in that direction. And Terrence Crawford is one of these motherfuckers that like deception. You know what I'm saying? He's a black motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, he knew what the deal was. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going in strong and fighting the strongest guys, he don't want to fight everybody. He just want to fight a few people, fall back, and then fight the one dude who unite the division. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Be real about the shit. Don't come in here acting like you the top boss, and when everybody then ran hard, you at the end of the race then came out your little cubby hole and shit nice and fresh, and you could beat the guy that's tired at the end of the fucking race. You know what I'm saying? That's whole shit. That's only hoes want motherfuckers to run the fucking marathon, build themselves up, and then they win at the end. That's whole shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm not taking away that the man can fight and that he's highly skilled, but let's get back to basic boxing. Let's get back to where motherfuckers are both, you know what I'm saying, on the same trajectory coming off activity. I want to see, it's not just Crawford. It's fucking Canelo. It's fucking all these, it's Ryan Garcia, it's Devin Haney. I want to see everybody everybody wants to come in at a catch weight. I mean, whatever happened to fucking good old fashioned boxing where everybody make the fucking weight? And this is not just to defend Devin, you know what I'm saying? Because Devin came in overweight too on Regis. Regis won't shut up for telling it, right? I'm just tired of it. It's like, why can't we just have boxing without the edge? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna lose with honor. Lose with honor, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can always run the shit back. Instead of getting falumaloom by a motherfucking light heavyweight in the goddamn ring. You know what I'm saying? It's like the shit needs to stop. All these sanctioning bodies, this shit is bullshit. Because once you get past the initial, you know what I'm saying, the initial stuff, procedures and all that, then motherfuckers do what they want. So they go to town, they do what they want. IVs and all these different kind of tricks, and it's terrible, man. It's terrible, and they're not going to get a rematch because they know that, just like Devin didn't give Lomachenko a rematch, right? But he knew that he was at 135 for too long. That's another thing. You know, if you can't fight at a weight class, you know what I'm saying, too long, it's like go up two weights or something. Find out, you know what I'm saying, instead of fucking up all these fights, because you're gonna stay out of weight division too long and you're gonna come to the top of that division, then all of a sudden people are gonna expect you to fight the other champions, but you can't stay there no longer than that because you done burned yourself up, you know, building yourself at that weight class, right? But now it's time for your body to go to the next weight class, and that's what we've been seeing. Fighters need to fight closer to the weight that they can sustain, is what I'm saying. Fight to the weight that you can sustain. I'm just tired of this shit. You know, motherfuckers burning down to 60 pounds less, and that, yeah, bro, your body. It's hard for your body to retain that kind of shit because you're gonna get sick, bro. You're gonna be passing out right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's not natural for your body to do that. So you're gonna take L's because you're unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take L's because you're unhealthy. And that's what's going on. We seen Teofimo Lopez get Falumaloon by a lesser fighter. You're gonna get Falumaloon by a lesser fighter, bro. And we've been seeing this shit. It's like, when are these motherfuckers gonna learn? They think the bag is at these little lower shitty ass weight classes. Why not build up? We could have had a great middleweight golden age if Errol Spence Jr. would have just fought, you know what I'm saying, at the weight he should have been fighting, or Devin Hayes should have been fighting the weight. Maybe they wouldn't have been able to make a name for themselves like they did. Even Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, he could have fucking fought at a heavier weights, you know what I'm saying, even though people called him small, the motherfucker walk around at 170 pounds, right? So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, even though you just because you can cut down and fight at a weight class, don't mean that you always should. Just because what's happening, motherfuckers skipping around instead of going straight through because they don't have that long for those weights. That's why. You know what I'm saying? When you cutting 40, 50 pounds, yeah, you're not going to be at 135 that long. You're not going to be at 140 that long. And that's the problem that we're facing in boxing today. We're like, what's going on? Something is off. Something is off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is it? You know, motherfuckers can't make the fight. It's because it's hard for them to make the weight. You're not fighting at your weight class, bro. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you working on your game plan, you got to figure out how you're gonna cut down and get to be a scarecrow. You know what I'm saying? You got to cut all the damn monkey fat, you know what I'm saying, up in your ass. And so you got to cut down. That's what you worried about. You can't even worry about the strategy because you worried about making the weight. And then once the weight gone, now you half your fucking energy gone for the fight. So we're not really getting the true representation of the fight, right? Because you're not at your best because you're cutting down so much weight. When we want to see you with all your energy, so you go out there and get your ass beat. You done made $1 million, but bro, look how you're doing it. You're destroying your legacy, Devin. You're destroying your legacy, EJ. You're destroying your legacy, Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? When y'all don't fight at the weights that you should, right? Because now you got to skip around because it's so fucking hard for you to cut down to the weight. I mean, each time it's a trial thing, right? I mean, now you're at the back of your career, you done done it for years and years. We don't even know what the effects this is gonna have on the rest of your life. So look here, there's an article here. Um, this dude here, he always be, you know, he always they call him a Terrence Crawford hater. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all see that? Hold on. So I think it's Chris Williams. He be fucking up the articles. That motherfucker. I mean, his English, you know, his English skills is terrible. You know, so let's just say that he be having all kind of grammar. But I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit that he ain't so polished. But you know, he biased as a motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. He is, but he be telling a lot of truth and what's going on. Let me see. I'm trying to get this to show. How do I do this? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I guess I gotta cut that thing off. Hold on. Let me see. Well, maybe I can read it on the outside. Y'all can't see it because let me see. Let me see if I can share this. I just got to get that thing out the background. What's going on, L? What's happening, bro? I'm just trying to get my. I've been having so many damn technical difficulties.
Nah, man. No, I'm just listening, man. Terrence Crawford is a very enigmatic character, so it's always interesting to kind of hear what people feel and what's going on with him.
I mean, he's don't get me wrong. He's come during a weak time.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, what I'm saying where you don't have a lot of talent in each league, so he can pick the weakest link, right? And it's just get under my skin that what I'm saying they won't hold his feet to the fire. So I mean, you got Errol Spence Jr. there, you got Jamel Charlo at that weight class. You know what I'm saying? Why is he fighting these guys? You know what I'm saying? They know this guy's only got 10 fights. That shit don't even make no sense. It's like, is a guy with 10 fights going to be able to um to beat Terrence Crawford? Hell no. Or give
No,
him any
no.
kind of competition.
So the Terrence Crawford, he's a very interesting guy. His team, when he was with Top Rank, just his whole career has been very interesting because I feel like he's a guy where he he's not liked, but you have no choice but to kind of respect him because his skill. So you have that there, and the fights that he chooses are always interesting. Like for instance, Mean Green. Remember when he fought Mean Green Machine or whatever, and everybody's like, "Why are you
Yeah,
fighting this?"
he just Kavalauskas.
Yeah, so it's like he does that. He takes a hard fight. Then if ain't nobody gonna fight him, he'll take a tune-up. He don't mind taking a tune-up from up under a rock that nobody really. He don't mind it. The thing for him is, um, I don't know why him and Errol Spence. Does anybody think it's weird that first of all they had a rematch clause? Now both of them don't talk about each other like at all. They act as if the fight never happened. Don't you think
That's what
that's
I'm
funny?
saying. Yeah, that's what I be screaming. That's what I be screaming. They act like, and that's why I said this must be going to be a fight that's going to happen, a rematch. But I don't understand why would they keep it secret. I be screaming. That's like, why are they not talking about each other? Only time they talk about it is like they'll talk about how Aerosmith Studio got dominated, but just like Devin Haney, only one dude be talking about that fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the dude who always causing controversy. That true media guy.
Hmm.
That's the only one who be talking shit about the fight, right? That's all
Hmm.
because of LDBC. Whoever the LDBC backup. That's why that guy's a plant. Let everybody know. I believe that guy's a plant from the media boxing, the boxing promoters. He's a plant, bro.
Which
That
dude?
the true media dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he just be man. That dude be saying some crazy shit, but he's always keeping the content creators after each other, trying to cause all kind of disruption and shit in the community. And I said that's why I say he's a plant. You know what I'm saying? Because he always going after other creators, right? Instead of
Hmm.
just talking his shit about boxing. And then he's always well prepared, right? It's like, come on, bro. You 54 years old. Everybody can see you're a plant, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got people after him. Anyway, to get off that sucker, looking at Terrence Crawford, this is the article I was talking about that I went to pull up. And this guy Chris Williams, he be on point, man, on a lot of stuff. Crawford, he loves playing the victim because I don't think he has like a real personality, like Sean Porter. Sean
Hmm.
Porter, he has the ability to show who he is, and break down fights. He's not like the got the most dynamic personality, but his suits, the way his style, his personal fashion sense. I like how he just kind of came out there and show, hey, this is me. Keith Thurman is another one who can come on and just kind of like, give his assessment. But you got fighters like Errol Spence Jr., they got personalities, but at least he's willing to, say put himself out there and say, hello, this is what's up. But Terrence Crawford, he's always got to come with this professional victim blame shit that
Yeah,
he's always
and that's
doing.
what I was saying. Push. He has this aura of he really don't want nobody to come up to him, and he don't want nobody to come up to him, and he really don't want to talk. And I get it because a lot of people say a lot of things, but it's like, hey, you're not gonna. It's like he hasn't learned. You just had the biggest fight of your career, and you still an undertone. because you still ain't learned like your personality turns off people. Like even though he wins and he's a great fighter, I don't. There's something about him that's just like, and I think you said it too. You've said it before. Like I don't really dig with Terrence Crawford. It's just because he has this weird push pull aura where it's like he only be friendly for certain things, but most of the time he just got this me against the world mentality. Like, oh man, y'all doing this to me, blah 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 blah. But it's like, yo, you winning, so you got off top rank. You're doing what you said you want to do. You beat Errol, so I'm with you. Where would the victim come? You got a chip on your shoulder. Well, you're not fighting nobody, right? That was the whole thing. Like you wasn't fighting nobody. You fought Earl. You beat the crap out of him. Why is you fighting this dude? Like you said, you should have either the Jamel or the Tenzu fight. But who knows? There's something behind the scenes. Maybe he fight Boots. But if the Saudis wasn't giving him a super bag, I don't think he would have fought Boots.
No, and it's like it's some kind of weird psychosis. Like he, like when Jordan used to have to tell himself that people did something to him, to motivate himself. You remember they said how crazy, psychologically weird Jordan was, where he had to create these fake events where somebody did something to him so he could be motivated to go out there and crush the other side, right? And I think Terrence Crawford has some of that, like where he has to create these scenarios in his head, like where everybody is against him, you know what I'm saying? So he can overcome, to create an obstacle to overcome in your head. And maybe that's what the great ones have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't, you have to manifest an obstacle, but it's aggravating.
Well,
You
I
know what
want
I'm
to
saying?
ask you this, Paul, and I'm pretty sure you talked about this before. We ain't creating no excuses. It is what it is. It was what it was.
Hmm.
But
Right.
do you think if Errol wasn't, super partying in that car crash, do you think that fight would have went different? What do you
Of
think?
course. Of course. I think other things happen too. But the problem is he sold out for the money.
Mm,
I think in training, once you go through the gauntlet and you
mm,
fight all the top guys in your division, you're going to start gaining injuries. I think he wanted to keep going, and he didn't do everything he needed to do to keep himself healthy after all those wars. That's why I'm pissed with Crawford, because he didn't go through none of the wars. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? This would have been a golden era. See, that's what would have made his name bigger. That would have made his name, instead of fighting Kilbrook and fighting these guys outside of the current guys that was fighting inside the division, like Danny Garcia. I think he would have
mm,
beat those guys. Keith Thurman. Those are the fights that would have solidified him. This is what's keeping him. This is what keeping the boxing fan base divided, because he didn't go through the gauntlet like Earl. You know what I'm saying? So they just want to they want to troll by omission. You know what I'm saying? Well, what traditional hardcore boxing fans is like, bro, you didn't go through the division. You went outside the division. You know what I'm saying? To stay fresh. This is why people are looking at you. You want people to be pretend like you fought everybody. Like when it really irks me when they say he cleared out 147. No, bro, you did not clear out
no,
147,
he didn't
sir.
do that because
You
you
did
didn't
not,
fight.
sir. Canelo did not clear out 168, sir. No, you did not, sir.
You got the chill pool. You about to bring the Canelo. That's a whole nother. You know what I mean? That's a whole other thing. You got the
No,
chill
but
pool.
it correlates. It correlates, though. You know
It
what I'm
do. It do. But you know they never gonna tell the truth about Canelo. So that's just is what that
saying?
is.
Yeah, but once they start that pretend shit, that's what gets on my nerve. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You did not clear out. What you did was you strategically waited till somebody fought too many wars. You know what I'm saying? In a attrition type style that wore their body down, and you took advantage of that. The man had car crashes and all that stuff. Now these are not excuses. This is just what happened, and
Yeah,
he
that's
waited on
right.
the outside, right? Right. So he got broke down. So why not fight that man after he fought Kell Brook? And they keep changing the narrative, like, yeah, that Errol could have fought him back then, but he didn't. He ran away from him. I'm like, bro, stop that shit.
So,
You know,
but here's the thing:
mhm.
was it Crawford? And I'm sorry to interject, but
Yeah.
I want to
Go
get
ahead.
this point: was it them or was it Top Rank and PBC at that point in time? Because at the time, it was a whole lot of you on the wrong side of the street, blah 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 blah, all that. So it's like Do you think that it was the boxing promoters, or you just think they kept listening to the let's build this up, or do you think that if they really wanted to fight, if a fighter really wants to make a fight, they can make it happen? And it's just that they thought that maybe Errol Spence thought, oh, I got enough time. I'll look him down the road. Like,
Well, think about it. At the time, they were suing Al Heyman, Oscar De La
Okay.
Hoya, and Top Rank was suing Al Heyman. They were saying he was a cancer on boxing. So how you gonna get business done when you're not doing business? You know what I'm saying? Then they start doing a couple of fights here and there. So people start using that like, oh, they can make the fight. They can make the fight. Well, they'll still do business, but when they're talking about the top dogs, the top money, then they're gonna want it in their terms. Each side gonna want their own terms, right? Of course, Terrence was with Bob Arum. Bob Arum ain't known for making mega fights like that. So
Mm.
he had to. He in 2018 he had the opportunity to jump over to the PBC, which everybody thought Crawford was going to do, and he went straight back to goddamn Top Rank, right? Where when everybody,
What did they sue? What fight was it? A fight in particular that they did? Was it infringe upon boxing? What was the whole thing with that?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
I
That
said
lawsuit.
when they sued Al Heyman, what fight did he stop a fight? Did he
No,
steal a fight?
it was. They were saying he was had a monopoly.
Monopoly on
Oh, okay.
boxing. Top rank
Yeah,
did go
they
to
were saying.
sued him. Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying he was
What's
paying
up?
fighters too much money. What's going on? What's his KP?
Yeah, yeah. What's up, Pool?
That's
What's
weird,
going on?
but okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
they
weird.
sued
I
him.
mean, they took a lot of Oscar's fighters from management. Basically, that's what happened. That's why Oscar and them sued him. And it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, dude's just a hell of a fighter. They're not gonna beat him, man. They don't want to. They don't want to put no more of their fighters in there with him because they don't have him under contract. Put it. That just is what it is, bro. I don't believe in this theory that Earl Spence wants to fight him again. He going through all this legal stuff with Derek James. So hey, he don't want to fight that dude, bro, without no trainer, bro. I wouldn't
Right.
want to see him get in there, Pool, without a consistent regular trainer after two or
Yeah,
three
you right.
fights.
You
It's a
right.
waste of time. He get in that ring with that man with a new trainer, ain't nothing good gonna happen for him.
It's like it's just crazy how everything disintegrated. It's almost as if it was pre-planned. I mean, it's just weird because Derek James, you know, the way it looks, look like it's just a misunderstanding. Why are these two? They must be don't have the relationship we think because look like two guys that are laid back the way they are. Look like they could just have a dinner and say, hey man, I've been paying you like this, so I'm under the understanding that you take from the guaranteed part of my purse, right? So this is one of the biggest fights I've had, and I've made this much money, and just put it on the table over a 22-ounce steak. You know what I'm saying? And say, man, this is what I made. Um, the other side of it, it's like, man, this is my back end money. Do you want a bonus? You want me to throw you a bonus? What? Or not go back to the Mikey Garcia fight and everything and look at the back end money. Maybe you didn't know that EJ was getting back end money, and maybe he wanted to change the terms that, you know what I'm saying, he wanted more, 10% to equal everything that Errol made. But I think they would have to. I think they would have to talk about that
I
instead of
mean,
coming
but,
out.
but we know that type of stuff, so why wouldn't he? Like, ain't this something that they should have checked in early? Like, we hear about people getting back in gate money, pay per view, blah blah blah. We hear that just casually. So
Hmm.
if the
Hmm.
money, if that's a problem or something, like, my thing is this: I think we've all. I can speak for myself, but I would say that for most fans, one thing we've learned is, unfortunately, the time we see these fighters with their promotions, that's probably the most communication that a lot of these teams have because there's too much people suing each other, people dropping little weird comments. I saw Tank and Floyd having their comments earlier, but I think that's just promotion. But people don't be as communicative as you think. That's why we always see these falling outs and, oh, this person owe me money. It's like, but we see y'all all the time. So where's these conversations and smiles when it's like, oh, that's my dude and blah, blah, blah. It happens too much often than not.
Hmm. And like my man Les Rose said, he's still sitting on 3 welterweight straps. It's like, what the hell? What is he doing? Right? He says, let Ennis get a chance at undisputed. That's true. Hey, but you know that ain't gonna happen. You know that's out. But let me finish up with this guy here.
Okay.
This Chris Williams guy, because this card is not bad. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you, man. This is damn card is not that bad. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'm kind of interested in that card. It says Terrence Crawford took social media today, sounding like he got a chip on his shoulder, saying that people hate to see him at the top. Crawford, 40 wins, 0 losses, 31 KOs. Says, hold on, let me get that person. Let me get that person in. Oh, somebody just popped in and out. Okay, let me get back to it. Let me see. Let's see. It says Crawford wasn't blocked from fight. Let me see. It says Crawford added that people tried to block him, but he still rose to the top. Says the reality is Crawford wasn't blocked from fighting multiple world titles in 3 divisions, and now he's poised to challenge for a 4th division, a world belt against the WBA junior middleweight champion Israel Madrimov on August 3rd. So at the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, since nobody blocked you, Crawford, you fought for world titles in the division you fought in, and now you're getting a straight title shot at 154 without ever competing in the classes to earn it. See, and that's what I was talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This man is just kind of calling them out on the bullshit. He said fans noted that Terrence didn't want any part of fighting Jerron Bucenis, and they see that as a weak move on his part, leaving the 147 division to move up to 154 without fighting the young phenom, right? Would it be asking too much of Crawford to stay around at 147 long enough to fight Boots? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's perfect. I mean, I'm glad some of these guys are starting to wake up a little bit about Crawford bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what should Crawford do? I mean, do you think he should be doing what he's doing? Why hasn't he dropped the 147-pound belts? Why haven't they stripped him really? Because everybody else gets stripped so fast of these damn belts. Why are they allowing Crawford to hold on to them things? So that's why I'm thinking maybe we might get a Boots fight later on this year, because it's so secretive. Nobody knows why Crawford is going back and forth. Why are the sanctioning bodies allowing Crawford to keep those damn belts? For what reason? You got Boots right there with I think he's going to fight Cody Crawley, right? So why is Crawford able to hold up the damn division? I mean, they stripped Jamel Charlo quick as hell. He's about to fight this Israel Maladroff guy. So why not sanctioning bodies strip him? Why don't they strip him at 147 and let Boots go grab those belts? I mean, I'm confused. Yeah, nobody? Is it just me? I'm confused. You know, why not strip him just like they did Jamel Charlo? He's going to fight a fight that he want to do. Charlo went to fight Canelo. They stripped the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Now that Bud is going to fight, this foreign dude. Why not strip him so Boots have some moving room, some space down at 147, some belts to go after? Really? You know what I'm saying? So I'm confused. Why they not doing the same thing to him?
Well, they
No,
probably not gonna strip him.
why?
Because he just hold on. He ain't had a fight, and he just had that fight a year ago. They had a rematch
Hmm.
clause. The rematch was voided when Errol Spence didn't enact the clause. So they probably not gonna strip him like that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a what you know what I mean? So like I don't understand it. Like you said, he had 54, right? That guy he's about to fight is at 54, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's on the sanctioning bodies. Ain't nothing he could do because he ain't got no powerful promoter backing him. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's on the sanctioning bodies. I mean, they didn't take the belt from Jamal. He was off for almost
Right.
damn near 3 years.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing really pressing or popping at 160 like that. Like this 154 division, 147. It was that's a glamour division, right? So look like to me something is brewing behind the scene. I think they're trying to set up that Terrence Crawford Boots fight, or they're trying to set up a rematch between Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Now Errol Spence Jr. of course he's in no condition to take a fight. I don't know, all of a sudden, Dallas just kind of fell off the grid. You know what I'm saying, with him and Mel doing what they had to do to try to chase after these bags and everything.
Yeah, bro, they
The
just disappeared.
It's like the inactivity is haunting, man. It's like what the
It
fuck?
is.
It's like
It
get
is
get
pool.
in the gym. Get in the
Pool. These
gym.
dudes is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
fighting,
I
bro.
agree.
Like
I'm in Houston, and
We ain't
I've
seen
been
Danny
wondering about the
Garcia,
two
and I don't
brothers.
know when. Pool, we ain't
Uh,
seen Danny Garcia in a long time, bro.
you're right. Ever since
Bro,
that Jose Benavidez shit, nothing,
yeah,
nothing.
these dudes are semi-retired, bro. They
Yeah.
fighting just as much as we do at a barbecue, bro.
Wow.
Man, I'm just
Wow.
telling you. You
You
know what I'm
you
saying?
you
You see your
saying it?
family
Y'all
once a
saying
year.
it?
You see your family once a year. You see them, and then one of your uncles start arguing. They have a little fight. They'll see each other for another year. They might fight again. That's about how active
I'm,
these dudes is.
I mean, I don't want to see Terrence Crawford fight a foreign dude with 10 fights. That's what I'm
I'm back.
saying.
I'm
I don't
back,
want.
Paul. I'm back.
What's up,
I don't
two?
need to fool.
Two cents in the building. What
What
you
up?
got
What
on
up?
all this shit? What you got on all
I
this shit?
missed some of what y'all was saying. What we talking about?
Talking about Terrence
Talking about,
Crawford, man, playing the victim card, the professional victim. Not everybody don't want to see him prosper to the top. It's like, bro, it's the way you move.
Is
You know
he
what I'm
not
saying? It's
already
the
at the
way.
top? Is he not the number one
Hey,
pound for pound best fighter on the planet?
he is.
that's what they say.
But see,
To me,
when
he
you
is.
do when you
After
do
I seen what he
things,
did, he is.
I mean, the issue with Crawford is he never fights people that the fans want to see him fight. Like you
Yeah.
literally about to fight a guy with 10 fights and you the best fighter on the planet? Come on, y'all.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. You know, so you preach to the choir. You know, I mean, you preach to the
You the
choir.
best. I mean, but it is what it is. What do we expect from Crawford? Like, this is what he does. He's a great strategist, and I mean, nobody's taking away from his skill or nothing. But every time you mention him fighting somebody that's skilled, it's always man, they don't want to put their fighters in the ring. They scared they gonna lose, or who has such and such fault. Like we saying all of this, but I haven't heard that at all about this Madrimov dude. I haven't heard anybody say that. Who has he fought? Crawford will hurt him. Crawford will kill him. Nobody's saying that. We making it seem like this really finna be a competitive fight. Oh, he got 300 amateur fights. Really? That's what we gonna go to? The dude got 300 amateur fights. The dude is Avanesian 3.0.
And the thing about that is they only have like a short shelf life in the pros once they've had that many fights. In the amateurs, look at Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? Look at Triple G. You know what I'm saying? They're only going to be around for so long, and they're going to have to be moved strategically because they have so much wear and tear on them from them damn amateurs. Really, they pros in the damn amateurs. If you got 300 damn amateur fights, you're a pro in the damn amateurs. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. B-Dog said he claimed that he only wanted to make big fights and then turn around and picks this guy. Exactly. It's like, when are we going to hold these guys accountable,
And
regardless
that
of how you? Go ahead. Go ahead. Bro.
no, and that's what I was kind of getting at, Pool. Just like Terrence Crawford has a real standoffish personality. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like it's like he wants the love of the people, but he like F y'all, I do what I want. But then when people decided they want to do something else, then he felt some type of way. Then it's this invisible, I'm the enemy of the state. It's like you gotta pick what you on, bro. Either you care or you don't. If you don't care, do what you do. But just know it's gonna come with certain things. It's like he tries to control, he be trying to control the narrative a lot. That's the whole thing with him. That's why he don't like doing interviews. He don't like showing his personality. He just like, yeah, I'll mess with this person. They not real, bro. It's the media and it's politics and money. If you want to deal with real, and this needs to go for all these boxers. All that real stuff, you gotta keep that in the streets. This is business. These people are not your friends. You got to play the game.
Mm-hmm. You know, because I mean, let's think about it. Fighter like you were saying, Ward went to Kovalev division, took on the number one contender, then fought Kovalev, and that was pound for pound. That's what pound for pound fighters do, and I agree. You know what I'm saying? Our way of looking at boxing is over, y'all. I mean, it's just we can get frustrated as we want. You could say that we hate no certain fighters, but we have a certain standard for every fighter to meet, and that is going away. Like fighters don't have to do that anymore. They can skip around now. They can cherry pick now. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So this era of boxing it's not going to be complete, really. You know what I'm saying? Not by a traditional hardcore boxing standard, because you skipped around. You didn't fight everybody in your division. everybody just assumed that you could beat those other people, but we all know that style make fights. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody is dynamic, you know what I'm saying? Look at Roy Jones Jr. He got knocked down by a sparring partner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought he was, all this and all that. His sparring partner was the first one to knock his ass down in a fight. So style make fights, y'all. You can say that Crawford would beat Udanis Ugas, but we don't know that. We don't know that. That style might be something about Uga's style. He got a 70 fucking 6-inch reach. You know what I'm saying? It might be just that. Just like Devin had to come across Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He met somebody his own size. It might be something that's in that fighter style that just totally destroys Terrence Crawford. Y'all don't believe that shit, but it is true. That's why we're pissed that he didn't go through the entire division, because style make fights. Danny Garcia may have the timing, just like he did Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought Amir Khan was destroying Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia still had that style to take him out. So it's rock, paper, scissors, people. You know what I'm saying? It's just not that like Boots. Somebody can beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence Jr. or whoever, Fundor, somebody got the style to give him trouble. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like that, but we got to see him fight everybody. We can't just have him skip certain fighters and say, "Oh, he'll just dog him." You know what I'm saying? He's just too good for him. That's what pissed me off with boxing nowadays, because people are afraid of the threat of their favorite fighter getting beat, so they don't want to see him in the ring, even if it's a rematch. They don't want to see that shit. They want to protect their favorite fighter. I'm like done with that shit, bro. It's like, don't come over here with that shit, bro. Let's see the fighters fight the fights to make sure that they're number one, right? But that shit is going away, y'all. People just want the one hitter quitter, the one big event, and if you lose, cool, you done got by that guy. Nobody else they want to make excuses. Nobody else want to see that again. No, you're afraid that that dude may make adjustments, and your fighter may look bad in the next fight. And you're afraid that, saying he's not going to be able to get all those accolades as being the number one dude, right? To me, if you're the number one dude, if people are people out there and they're mumbling that, saying that guy is equal to you, even after you beat them, you need to run that shit back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to inkle. I don't know.
And it's a little contradictory to say, why should he fight Boots? What Boots don't bring them to the table? Who has he fought? And then you go fight a guy with 10 fights. Like, that's crazy.
And that's the same thing that people was using against you of why Errol shouldn't fight you when you was crying. So it's like they all do that. They all, oh man, they always hate the narrative, and then they use it later when it benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So like I said,
I would say this, y'all.
Mhm.
It's interesting. I wanted to see him fight Boots, but I think with Boots being in the mix of changing management and all of that, because remember he just got out the Cameron Duncan contract.
Yeah,
After the guy died. So
true.
I don't know if he was gonna be able to negotiate that fight and make that fight without, because Boots just got the Matchroom last week. So like with all this stuff going on in the middle of that, I don't think that fight was about to happen like that. Just with all that going on. So they took the guys both in different directions, especially after Terrence Crawford got out that Errol Spence contract because he didn't enact a rematch. And we knew Terrence Crawford wasn't getting Jamel Charlo because he just fought Canelo and threw his belts in the trash. So like it's only so much. It was only so much that we was gonna see at 50. Because I'm just watching it from this point of view, though, y'all. Think about it. If you just beat my best guy that we got, why I'm gonna give you another guy? Because they didn't want to give him that guy.
Why do y'all keep saying it? Like y'all really think promoters sit around and be like, y'all really think promoters sit around and be like, no, they can't fight. He gonna beat them. Like, why do y'all think they do that?
Let me tell you what I heard Tim Smith say years ago on PBC podcast. He said Terrence Crawford is not on our promotional setup or whatnot, and he said we'll fight him whenever we decide to fight him. Basically, so that's what they did. I watched it. I'm an Errol Spence fan. I watched the guys fights. I never was a Terrence Crawford fan.
Look at this. Look at this. DJ.
Well, what's wrong
Crawford
with that? That's not saying because he'll lose, we're not gonna make him fight. He's not on. He's not in our company. He's not on our promotional broadcast.
What I'm saying is that they knew that he was a better fighter than they got the guys they had.
Bro, that's not how that worked, bro. That's not
Okay.
how that worked. So you
I tell
you
you what,
so
they made
so
their
you're
money off them other fights
so you're
between
telling
time,
me
the Mikey
so
Garcia, the Danny Garcia, the Jordanis Ugas, they made money off of those fights as a promotional company.
listen, if Crawford was profitable, he would have had to fight. And that's the bottom line. That's the
If
bottom
Crawford was
line.
with PBC, he would have had to fight. That's what you're
Exactly, because
saying.
it would have been profitable.
I
Because we
understand that.
and that's it. That's the biggest issue is that you're gonna come over here, you're gonna demand all of this money, you're not profitable. It don't really have nothing to do with we're gonna think our fighters will lose. PBC will make tough fights for their fighters. They make tougher fights than Top Rank make for their fighters. Eddie Hearn will throw his fighters in there to get their ass whooped. But Top Rank don't put their top fighters in tough fights. Look at Jared Anderson. Look at Shakur Stevenson. Them niggas ain't over there fighting no tough fights. That's not
No,
how it works. So I don't even know
I
why
didn't,
PBC get that type of criticism.
I didn't say that. All these promotional companies are protected. It's not that either one is going to do something that the other one isn't. All I'm saying is that they got money on their guys. They got a right to do whatever they want, but I'm going to buy what I want to buy as a consumer. So, like, they can say what they want. I mean, I went to the Mikey and Errol fight. After watching that fight, I'm like, nah, man, that little dude wasn't going to beat him. But, hey, he fought the guys he fought. Give him credit for the wins he won. That's what he gets. But he lost the fight to Terrence Crawford. That's all. That's it. That's all. Don't mean nothing to me.
But I mean,
Wait,
think about this though. You the number one pound for pound best fighter on the planet, but you never fought Adrian Broner, you never fought Danny Garcia. Like you never fought none of the people. When people look back on this era, you never fought none of the people that people gonna think of. And I think that's weird. I mean, I guess you fought Sean Porter and you fought Kell Brooks, but look at the time you fought them.
I understand
I
what you're
think
saying.
people understand. I think people understand. They just don't want to understand because they want
Yeah.
Crawford. Once you get behind a champion, you like Roy Jones Jr. He had flaws. It's certain people he didn't get in the ring with at the time you want to see him. You want to see him fight Hopkins again. You want to see him fight Lights Out Tony again, and that never happened. That's until later, like way after their prime. It's the same with Tim. They don't want to see him threatened. They don't want to see him lose. They don't want to see him tested because they want him to go along with the narrative that he's the top dude, and he is. He is the top dude, but he's not moving like the top dude. Let me get you, Elliot. He's not moving like the top dude. He didn't go through like 2 Cents was saying.
Yo,
That's the only holdback against his career. I mean, yeah, you beat the top guy, but you can beat anybody once, my brother.
yo,
You know what I'm
Paul.
saying? Don't just beat that. Hold on. Look, don't just beat the dude and then move on. Is what I'm saying. You go fight Danny Garcia. You go fight Keith Thurman. Don't just fight strategically and then move on. That's my problem with Crawford. But then he act like everybody got something against him. It's because you haven't fought everybody, my nigga. That's the problem. And you're calling yourself number one. That's what I'm saying. Y'all act like y'all want to skip that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they was in negotiation, so don't forget that. All of them. You're talking about Keith Thurman outpriced himself. Danny Garcia outpriced himself. Come on, bro. The only person that did not price himself was EJ, and that took years and years of planning. You know what I'm saying? Years and years of this and that. Come on, man. Why can't we just get back
They
to
say
regular
Errol had to
boxing?
give a lot to get that fight too, if you remember, Poole. Errol had to give a lot of
That's all I'm
concessions.
Yeah,
saying.
they said
It's
Earl conceded a lot. They said Earl
Paul.
conceded a lot. He gave us the fight that
Mhm.
we wanted. I give him that
Paul.
credit. I give him that credit.
Yeah, but look what it took to get the fight, bro. That's why people don't like fucking Crawford. You can't make fights with
I
Danny
don't care
Garcia.
about liking
You
the
can't
fighter,
make
man.
fight.
You can
No,
fight, you
no.
can fight. I
Listen to
don't
what
need
I'm
to
saying,
like.
bro. Don't get off the point. Don't get off the damn point. The point is he didn't make fights with the other guys that we want to see him fight. Now, do I
We know
think he
why
would
he
have
didn't
beat
fight him,
those
Paul.
guys? Why?
Paul.
Because he wasn't with the promotional company. Paul, they already said that.
Right. Right, but
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. Stop trying to act like people hate you for some weird reason. You know
I
why
don't
people
care
don't
about none
like
of
you.
that. I don't care about none of that.
Yo,
No, I'm talking about what Crawford owned, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what
Yeah, I see what
Crawford
you're
is
saying.
on.
Yeah, I don't care about none of
Hmm.
that. If he gonna
Yeah.
play the
You
victim,
know.
that's on him. But I don't care about that.
Yeah,
He
that's
a
what I'm saying.
millionaire. He
Stop
ain't a
playing
victim.
the motherfucking victim. Fuck, he's
He
a
a millionaire.
millionaire. Stop playing the victim, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. You going your Hall of Fame gonna be in the water heater room and shit. That's where they're gonna put your shit because you never kept it 100. You know what I'm saying? You out coming up here with this fake ass shit. You're a fighter. You're supposed to take on all comers, my nigga. That's why I say our era and way of looking at boxing is over. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
Man,
and
the way we see it,
Paul,
Pool, I think it died when I'm gonna tell you who it died with. It died when Shane Mosley kind of started kind of going out the game because Shane Mosley was kind of like the last
Yeah.
guy that was fighting guys that you wanted to see him fight. Because if you remember correctly, Pool, Vernon Forrest wanted Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya
Mm-mm.
never fought him. Winky Wright wanted Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar didn't fight
Yeah.
them. They got their name by fighting Shane Mosley. Shane
Yeah, you're
Mosley
right.
fought both of
But
them twice.
Sean Porter
Shane
fought
Mosley fought.
everybody.
Sh- Sean Porter doesn't have the same cachet that Shane Mosley has. That's what I
Yeah.
mean by that.
Yeah.
Shane Mosley had more to lose by fighting Vernon Forrest and Winky Wright than Sean Porter ever had to lose by fighting the guys he fought. Because if Sean Porter don't fight those guys, he don't even get on TV.
Yeah, but Sean, thing with Shane Mosley is he turned down Floyd when Floyd was hot and
I
fought him
remember.
later. Tell me he had a fucking toothache
I
and
remember.
shit. But the thing that redeemed Sugar Shane is he fought Vernon Forrest and he
Twice.
fought or see that redeemed him. If Crawford would have did some shit like that, nobody would be saying shit. If he would have went in
Yeah.
there and beat Udanis Uga's ass or what, he didn't have to fight all of them. Tell you the truth, all he had to do was beat Danny Garcia ass, a couple of them, and they would have been like, "Damn man, this motherfucker's unstoppable."
yo,
You know what I'm
Paul,
saying? Hmm.
yo, you remember the last time we talked about these guys fighting each other, right? When we came up
Right.
with the whole thing about how you can tell a true Crawford fan, they always say, "Oh, I'm an Errol Spence fan also," right? And then they go making up
Hmm.
excuses about what this dude is doing. This is the same shit over again. I was down in my kitchen about to cook me some chicken, man, and I was listening, and I'm hearing this stuff being replayed all over again. This dude should not
Hmm.
be fighting the guy that he's fighting, and regardless of the Errol Spence and the Showtime situation with that contract.
Did y'all drop him? I don't hear him, y'all.
No, yeah, he kind of like went out. That's you, Kareem.
Yeah, he
When they
went
couldn't
out.
make those three fights, that I
You
don't know
kind of
what's
went
going on.
out.
Let me see
You
something
kind of
here.
went out.
Let me stop
Say,
some stuff on my.
no, say that
You hear me
again.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, man, it's like
Go
the
ahead.
same thing. It's the same stuff going all over again about this guy and those true Errol Spence fans protected Crawford all of a sudden once again. Like this guy should
Mhm.
not be fighting the guy that he's fighting. And when that Errol Spence fight, the rematch fell apart due to Showtime, he should have been hunting down Danny Garcia, Udanis Ugas, Keith Thurman, and all of them. None of them guys should have been going no different way. Everybody should have been facing Crawford, and Crawford should have been hunting them down. That's how that should have turned out. He's
But
holding on
what
to,
he say? He made sure to say he not gonna fight him.
yeah, he holding onto all of those damn belts and letting these people strip him of these belts while he's trying to go find him a fight that don't even make sense. This is the same shit over again, man. He never planned on fighting Spence in the first place, and he knew Spence's circumstance when he went into that first fight. He ain't in that ring fighting that guy, don't know what the hell's going on with this guy. Let him have fought the same Spence that beat up on Danny Garcia and Udanis Ugas that we didn't get to see. Let him have fought that dude. He didn't want that dude because that would have came into that second fight. That would have been that rematch that they would have been talking about. So this guy's bullshit. He's bullshit all over again. Here we go right down the line. This dude's finding him a European that's hiding somewhere in the woods and shit to fight. Don't even make no damn sense.
So
My question
let me
is,
see.
how is he ranked number 3 with 10 fights?
Oh, you know how they do that. You know.
Well, I guess they gave him the belt. He got an opportunity to fight for the belt, and they're going to re-rank you as as you win and shit. 'Cause I don't even recognize the guy, the Jack. What's his name? Kokeo, something like that. Some guy he beat for the damn belt. I'm like, bro, this shit
Hey,
is kind of crazy, man.
yo, I
Hmm.
understand the argument my brother just made, but bro, I seen Danny Garcia say he didn't want to fight Terrence Crawford. I seen Keith Thurman say it. So
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't,
these dudes right
hold
now
on. I'm just,
with
hold
their
on,
money
bro. I'm just,
situations going on.
hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me just finish. I didn't
I
interrupt
mean,
you. I'm just
it
saying.
was in negotiations at one point in
Yeah.
time. I mean, you see
I,
it now. I mean, but they
I said,
were in negotiations for the fight,
And that
bro. What do you?
and that's how that works out.
hey, pull. None of those
Mm-hmm.
guys have had a fight since I don't know when.
Right.
They got a PBC management, don't they? I mean, if they was gonna fight somebody, they would have been fought. They not fighting. Something's going on over there with the money, the contracts, or something, bro. All I'm saying is this, bro. I'm not a Terrence Crawford fan. I don't know where he got that from out of his mind. I'm telling you, he beat the guy that I thought was gonna beat him. That's what he did. He gets credit for that. All that other shit that he do outside the ring, I don't care nothing about. All I know is when he get in that ring, that nigga can fight. That's what I know.
So none of this crying that saying he's a this victim, this
I don't.
professional
He's
victim
not a
shit.
victim to me. No, he's a millionaire. He ain't no fucking victim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What? So that doesn't get on your damn nerve that you got the
I don't give.
champion
I don't give a
that
damn
you
about
got.
none of that. He got to deal with that.
Okay
That
then.
million
Okay, so
dollars.
you cool then. So let us argue about the rest of this shit because you cool on it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Let us argue about this shit then because
Yeah,
you cool on it. All right. Cause
yeah,
I mean it fucking gets on my nerves. Cause you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm
I
like,
just,
bro,
yeah.
you on top of the fucking world, bro. It's like shut up and fight the fights, right? Stop trying to be strategic and shit. And it's all this pussy punk ass shit is getting on my nerves. It's like let's get on with the fights, bro. Let's get Jamel Charlo in place. Let's get that rematch with EJ, and let's get this nigga up out of here, man. Because I'm tired of like looking at this weird ass shit. It's like, come on, man. He said Spence is a dog. Says he would take the fight. He would take a fight knowing he's not 100%. But that's my problem with Spence. When is he ever going to be 100%, man? He always fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He's always banged up or something. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? We
Paul, he
we
been
need
off for a year now, pretty much now. He been off for a year.
that's what I'm saying. He need to get his head back in the game. He got all this crap going on with Derrick James. He don't need this. His mind, he's not going to be right and ready for that fight anyway. So it's just like, man, it's like boxing is just on one side is disintegrating, on the other side is trying to get built up again with the Turk money. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they got that going, but these guys need to get their head out their ass and get in the ring. It's like they're not getting any younger. That's the
Hey,
problem, y'all. That
hey,
is,
Paul.
go ahead.
Hey, Paul. The only
Mm,
guy at PBC that seemed to be getting a lot of fights is Fandor. He fight every
yeah,
month.
yeah.
I,
Isn't
I,
that
I'm
crazy?
tired of seeing that motherfucker.
That motherfucker
I
got
am, cause
bruises. That
he
motherfucker
can't
kidneys
really
hanging
fight.
out his body. I mean,
Yeah,
his
man,
kidney.
a
Hmm.
6'7" motherfucking welterweight running around here. Hey man, if he was any good, everybody would be watching him. He just good enough to be on TV, I guess. I don't
Nah,
know,
Fundora good. Y'all sleeping on Fundora.
man. Okay,
I mean, he is good, but he ain't no. I don't think he. I think he caught Tim slipping. I
He's
don't. I
still
think if it,
young too, though. So he
yeah,
definitely got time to get better. He's still young.
And you
yeah.
can't question his heart. He got a lot of heart, man.
I mean, did you see how he was? I mean, that fight, that Tim Zoo fight was good, bro. That was a good fight. I mean, it got bloody, it got weird. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that gash on top of Tim Zoo, I think Tim Zoo would have beat him. I think he probably would have hurt Fandor, but he couldn't see him. And Fandor was smart. You know what I'm saying? He tactically kept hitting that damn gash on top of his head and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kept that blood in his face. So the kid is smart. You know, he took advantage of a major injury and became champion. So hey, I ain't got nothing bad to say about him. But like you say, he is getting all the fights. Um, he's gonna have to make a decision. So don't let these motherfuckers put you in champion and recess. But as you fight more often, the more injuries you're going to accumulate, and that's the problem with fighting more often is that it's going to equal more time off because you're going to accumulate them injuries. Like right now, Fundora, his nose is fucked up, and they will strip you. What I'm saying, if you can't come back to the table and negotiate later on, and give it and put your shit up for vacant like they did with Jamel and shit, what I'm saying? But that was Jamel's fault. So I'm just tired of seeing these guys build themselves up and not having taken the pride and to like really want to keep their shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's a lot of work goes into it. There's a lot of mandatories that you got to take care of. But at the same time, man, you build yourself up. Don't just give your shit away like that and let these people screw you over. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to see these champions like Errol Spence Jr., like Jamel. I mean, I want to see them have some pride. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and come back stronger after these setbacks. I don't know what's going on with the PBC. I don't know what's going on with Derek James. I don't know. It just seemed like their whole shit just kind of fell apart. And now you got motherfuckers trolling. You know what I'm saying? Like that little troll ass monkey looking dude over there at True Media. I mean, I seen him trolling the whole Dallas thing. You know what I'm saying? Little implant fucker. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I said it. You know what I'm saying? Um, just gets on your nerve, all this pushback. But man, they'll bounce back. But I just want to see them make some kind of moves. What's going on, Ronaldo Mitchell? He says, let's keep it 100. Crawford has never took a fight. He just like Canelo. He won't step in the ring unless he has every advantage going. And that's just something. That's another thing. That's kind of crazy. That's why I think our way of looking at boxing is over. It's like people are they're getting up there, but they're not taking the risk that they should be taking, right? And it's like, bro, it's like that makes boxing boring. He said he beat Earl. Bud needs to do better or move out the way. You know, him and Canelo. He says mean and Terrence need to act like a pound for pound fight. Exactly. But they're not gonna do it. You know, they're on this toxic social media shit. Um, Ronaldo Mitchell says he seriously said Madrimov is top guy. Yeah, that's just promotional shit though. He know better than that. He says the guy been picking and choosing his whole career, and that's something we got to get away from. You know what I'm saying? We got to get away from that. We got to get away from that. Um, Let me see. The Keggy. What's going on, the Keggy in the building? You know what I'm saying? My 300 slowly but surely, showing up. He says the Keggy without that cut, he says Zoo would have stopped Fundora 100%. I believe so too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but now they have redirected Tim Zoo to Virgil Ortiz, so they got something in the works. Dark Kent says Fundora, not that impressive to me. Say he's beatable. Tim could have beat dude. Yeah. Yep. But Tim is straight up and down. There's no special effects. He's just a strong ass dude that could. I don't even know if he could take a punch that well. Tell you the truth, because Grishaw knocked shit out his ass, and his ass went down. I was like, oh my god, look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is not all that. You know what I'm saying? He is not all that. The Kagan says trust Bud is to find somebody even lesser known than Avocado. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he always getting these obscure. He's falling into these weird spots where there's just an available belt, and that gets on my nerve. I want somebody who's hellified and get that belt, and then you the man, bro. Just fight some top competition. It's just right now boxing don't seem to have them dudes. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of motherfuckers at 154 that fight better than that dude. I can't tell you the name of that guy, but I'm gonna look him up and we're gonna have a whole session on. There's some dudes at 154 with some serious skill, bro. That's gonna be dangerous. What's going on with Jonathan Pod? He said, yeah, he says Gush made it a different fight, I think, as well. And Doc Kent he says Fundora mandated the winner of Bud versus Mandrimal. I thought Virgil and Tim. Wait a minute. Yeah, Virgil and Tim. I thought they got the winner of that fight, Dark Kent. That's what I read. Anyway, he said Squeaky Chipmunk. He said, "Let God be true and every man liar." He says, "My list of push through fighters: 1 Bud, 2 Shakur, 3 Rolly, and 4 Dev, and 5 Ryan." Okay, what's going on, D1? I see you out there, my brother. What's happening? What's happening, my brother? And he says, "Boxing got a lot of great cards coming up, though." Let me ask you guys: do y'all think this is the greatest American card in American history? That's to you. Any of you? 2 cents.
Which card is that?
You
Paul?
know, the Terrence Crawford card. You know what I'm saying?
That's
The
a trash card to me.
You say it's a trash card?
I think it is.
2 cents. You there?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
What's going on? What's that? Master Khalid? Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. What do you think about that card? That was just you just said it was a trash card.
Yeah, man. I just the card just isn't that impressive to me, man. And the main reason is this, man. I will hold my hand up and say I am a big Earl Spence supporter, fan, and I don't like no move that Bud Crawford make because for the last 8 years he been pulling the pump fake on us, man. So anything dealing with Bud, I'm always gonna be against it. Great fighter, I won't say he's not, but he been pump faking us for the last 8 years, man. And every time he get up on that podium, we got to hear some BS. When he fought uh Kavalauskas, he had the nerve to sit up there and say after the fight in an interview that Kavalauskas was the toughest fighter at 147, and everybody was ducking Kavalauskas. He tried to sell us a can of beans every time he get on that podium, man. So I don't support nothing Bud Crawford do. That's why I'm saying it's trash, fool.
Mm, mm, mm.
Um, I think as far as you said, this card, I mean, this is an okay card. Like it's just okay. They gonna hype it up, of course. They're gonna say what
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna say, but it's an okay card. I don't know why anybody would jump out to say anything other than that. Um, to me, I mean, you literally could pick any card in the last 2-3 years that's had any noise, and it's probably better than or just as decent. So, people jumping out the window. As far as what I feel about the card, look, I think this is a filler card fight. I think Gerald Miller and Andy Louis, what's his name, is on here, right?
Andy Ruiz,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Gerald Miller just said, yeah, man, we wasn't really talking about fighting. They just kind of put us on here and we did. So that right there tells me that, y'all just kind of putting things together just because it's what royalty wants to see or whatever. So that's just how we gonna take it. As far as Terrence Crawford, look, man, like I said before, he's just an erratic character. He's very standoffish. I think that he don't understand that as great as your skill is, boxing is also a fan and opinionated sport, and people kind of go off of how you move and how you treat the fans, and he seemed to not care about that. So I think he'll learn more about that when he's done and his the way his career is written in history, and he'll kind of see, all right, it didn't work out in my favor because I didn't fight people when I was supposed to fight them. I always wanted to play these promotional games, and he'll understand. There's going to be a lot of people in hindsight that's going to see that from this era, though. They're going to realize it wasn't, it's not saying that you can't pick your money and you got to go out here, get damaged and be Muhammad Ali or whatever. But if y'all not fighting who people say you're supposed to fight, people not going to pay for it. And, some of that money going to dry up. So it is what it is.
Something reminds me of what Tucson said a while back. Of course, you got Javante Tank Davis dissing Mayweather, and you remember what you told me, Tucson,
What I say?
about when every time when Javante Tank Davis dissed Mayweather.
Oh yeah, they marketing the fight.
Uh-huh. And it's happening again. It's happening
Every
again.
single
Uh,
time. Every single time.
every single time they about to have a fight. They about to have a fight with Frank Martin, and here they go. Here come Javante Tank Davis saying something negative. Saying I think he got stuck in Dubai or something like that. Which is, come on, man. This man is a freaking billionaire. Saying, is that really a story? Saying, for fucking Floyd Mayweather, man, he is Floyd Mayweather on a whole nother level. How is that a story? And Tank supposed to be like roasting him because he got stuck in Dubai. Man, that don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and of course he's got the Frank Martin fight coming up. So I don't even think that Tank don't even need Mayweather at this point to hype up his fights. So I mean, I don't even know why they do this crap. I think it's just Mayweather, his narcissism. What I'm saying, where he always want to be mentioned. What I'm saying, before a fight. That's his publicity.
Well,
So
you
he can
know
try
that
to
they
make
got
him.
Shakur in the mix too, so they promoting that too. I think they're about to make that fight.
What, the Shakur Stevenson and Tank fight?
Yeah, I think they're about to make that fight because Shakur keeps popping up and they keep going back and forth.
So that, I mean,
that,
that's good then. Go
that
ahead.
would be a mistake though, fool.
That'll be a what?
That'll be a big mistake. Shakur don't have enough to stop Tank from coming, bro. And I
Well,
love Shakur.
I keep
do you
saying
think?
that that Tank is a bad style matchup for Shakur, but apparently when everybody keeps saying Tank ain't fought nobody, and you keep saying I'll ask, well, who does Tank need to fight so he can fight somebody? The first name everybody keeps saying is Shakur, and I'm like, that's a bad style matchup for Shakur, in my opinion.
Mine too. He don't have enough to stop Tank from coming forward, man, and that's gonna be bad.
So it's gonna be a situation like Devin and Ryan type of situation where he just break
That's what
down
I
on
feel like.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have
I
motherfuckers dancing in the streets.
I don't
Go
think it
ahead.
will be. I think Devin did himself a disservice in that fight. I think if Devin and Ryan fought again and Devin fight his fight, he'll whitewash Ryan, man.
I don't know
Devin's
about
not.
whitewash. She does have a possibility of beating him, but that's a tough fight. Let me tell you why. It's a tough fight. You got these fighters with these great attributes, right? And so it doesn't matter how great of a boxer you are when you fighting fighters with attributes like speed and power and things like that, because the pressure's on you as the boxer. Because you in the ring, you can't afford to make no mistakes. You can't afford to get caught. You can't, you know what I'm saying? For 12 rounds, you have to do that because one shot can take you out. So it doesn't matter how great Shakur defense is and how great of a boxer he is. If he can't handle Tank's pressure and go 12 rounds without making a mistake, he will get knocked out. And that's why I say I feel like it's a bad style matchup. Because Shakur doesn't get hit. So if he gets hit with that power, even if Tank don't knock him out, how will he respond? How will he handle that? How would that change up his fighting style? What would that do to his mentality? I think all of those things need to be considered in a Tank and Shakur fight. And I think about that, and I'm like, I just don't see Shakur Stevenson beating Tank. Can he do it? Of course, it's a possibility. If anybody, he has the skill to do it, to stay out of the way for 12 rounds. But can he stay out of the way for 12 rounds is the question.
No, because not only is Tank a big puncher, Tank, I feel like boxing in general don't give Tank enough credit for his boxing skills. Like that dude can make adjustments on the fly, man. And Tank is just different, you know, from a boxing aspect and a power aspect.
He's very creative in the ring, and people don't give him credit for that. He's very creative in the ring. He has a great IQ, and I guess because he knocked people out is overlooked. Because, you know, people try to say, well, Tank lose rounds. Tank was losing that fight until he knocked him out. But, I mean, he wasn't trying to be winning the fight. He was trying to knock you out, which to me makes him an even better fighter because he's putting it on himself that in order to win this fight, I have to stop you. And setting up a knockout, to me, let me know if y'all disagree, is the highest form of IQ you can have in the ring.
Yeah,
Agreed.
It is.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, but what happens?
You had to make a mistake.
Well, let me ask y'all this: what happens when Tank, let's say he knocks out Shakur Stevenson? You know what I'm saying? Where does he go up to 140 or does he stay where he at 135 at some point? Let's say he beats everybody. He beats Frank Martin, knocks Frank Martin out. Let's say he knocks out Shakur Stevenson. Where does he go from there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's the trajectory? He's not trying to be undisputed at 135. I mean, does he move up? I mean, what happens with that?
Catchweight fights.
Mm-hmm. Against who?
And the biggest fighters you can. What makes
Sabrisa Matias or Pitbull Cruz again? You know what I'm saying? Does he go up there and snatch that title? Because he could do that. He could go up there and snatch that title from Pitbull Cruz because he's already beat him one time. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it'll be a little bit riskier because of the weight. But Tank, like you say, he got a lot of skills. He's very versatile. So he's above a lot of those guys. So I mean, I'm just trying to see because it look like it's possible that he's going to do that. Like I believe he's going to beat Frank Martin. I believe he's going to beat Shakur Stevenson. You know, or unless Shakur Stevenson just put on some kind of master clinic because you know he do not get hit. He's got a whole lot better defense than Devin. You know he
So
will
mhm.
jump out into the front row and back into the goddamn ring. You know that it can happen. You know
So
the
I got
boy
a
there's
is like,
name.
no
I got a
way that
name
he
for you,
fights
Pool.
Niven.
mm-hmm.
I got a name for you, Pool, based off something that I heard Leonard Ellerby say in an interview. He said Tank is more disciplined now than he was at earlier in his career. And I heard the man say Tank can make 130.
Yep, he'll go down before he go up. I feel like.
Huh.
I want to see how Monster look coming up in weight.
Oh man, he'll. I mean, right now he'll destroy Monster, but they prepping him for Tank. You best believe. You know, because
Maybe.
Tank. You know, I think Monster is older than Tank, isn't he? Monster is old. He's like 34,
Monster
isn't
too
he?
small. I feel like Monster too
Yeah,
small for them.
he
And Monster,
is. But
he's
but
he's
isn't he
he's at
older
one.
than Tank too?
I don't know. He's at 126 now, right? He went up from 122, correct?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
think
he at
he's
one
hit.
twenty six.
Yeah, I think he had 126. But hell, you got Figueroa right there. Figueroa, you got I mean it's some I think Gary done kind of like retired or whatever. Let me see. But he'll probably beat shit out of Gary Russell at this point in time. Um who else is at 126? I can't think right now. But I don't think he got nobody. I think he got until he get to like Shoo Shoo and get to those guys, Abdullah Mason, you know what I'm saying? I think he got a free ride. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a free ride until he get to 130. And I don't think Shushu got a title yet. Um, I don't think he got a title yet. But that's a skilled young man that could possibly.
They
But
got.
we thought Fulton was gonna give him trouble too.
That's
But
what
the
I say. They
power,
got to stay a little more, man. Because what he did to Steve, what he did to Cool Boy, man, that hurt my soul.
man, what you talking about, bro? What you talking about? I had to take a break, man, from this shit, man, because all my boys getting their ass tore up. They're getting their ass tore up, bro.
Hand
I'm
it
just
to
like,
him.
this shit is like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, because anyway, I think he's like 34. I think he's up there. So he's not going to have enough time to catch Tank. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank is younger than him, right? I do believe. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm mistaken. Um, so it's going to be, it's good. I think this is going to be interesting to see that Frank Martin fight, see how that turns up, see what, that's another thing. Earl Spence Jr. is his promoter. Earl Spence Jr. is Frank Martin promoter. So how is that dynamic going to work? So he must be going to just go ahead and pay the money because that's an awkward feeling to have your fighter in the gym. I think they said something about Earl Spence Jr. was locked out, was kicked out the gym or something. So how does that work when you got your fighter in this man's gym, and that's the guy who's paying you to train him? Isn't that's weird? Isn't it? Isn't that a weird dynamic?
It's
Man,
a
it's kind
weird
of crazy.
dynamic,
Hello.
but Earl's a weird guy.
It's kind
Earl's
of
a
crazy how
weird
the
guy.
team. It's kind of crazy just how the team just started to fall apart, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Derek come back with Charlo either.
Mm-hmm. I know it's just like the whole Dallas thing. Just I don't know. It's like some kind of witchcraft. Somebody put something in the spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I mean, look at Jamel Charlo. Old lady start tripping, and he got charges on that shit, domestic charges on that. It's like, what's going on? Then you had Jamal had to fall off for like 2 years, and it's almost like somebody done put some kind of spell or some kind of witchcraft on the whole camp. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. It's
And
everybody just fell
I'm
off that
from
fast.
Texas. I'm from Texas, man. I'm reside in the Dallas area. Big EJ fan. Big Charlo Bros fans. And man, it kills me because also I'm a big fan of boxing. Period. But
Hmm.
when you start dealing with the Terrence Crawford, I won't even say Terrence Crawford fans, the Errol Spence haters and the Charlo haters. When I watch my guys get these haters an inch, they're gonna take 20 miles, man. And I got to deal with this crap until EJ stepped back in the ring and show that on that night something was off, you know. And I'm just waiting for that day, man. Because one thing about these Terrence Crawford super fans or
Mm.
Errol Spence haters, well, you get them an inch, man, pull, they're gonna take 20 miles, man, and they're gonna ride it.
Not on
And
this motherfucker.
they don't
Not
see
on this.
reason. They don't see
But let me
reason, man.
let me ask y'all a question. I asked this question earlier when I was on Fanon channel, but seeing how Devin stepped in the ring and he tried to quote unquote fight outside of his abilities by stepping to Ryan and trying to knock him out. And like I said on the other day, pool elite fighters do not fight outside of their abilities, right? So what does this change the perspective of the Charlo Canelo fight, considering the fact that Jermell was in the ring, he was trying to step to Canelo, he hit him with some shots. Canelo just dropped his hands and came forward, and I was like, and when I seen Charlo do that, I was like, damn, Charlo would have knocked anybody else out that he punched like that. Do you blame him for not fighting outside of his abilities and doing what he did so he wouldn't be looking like Devin Haney in the ring? Because elite fighters do not fight outside of their abilities. And I feel like there was nothing Charlo really could do to overcome that besides get knocked out.
Mm. Well, I mean, I guess the reason why everybody pauses is because how he built his reputation, right? And I know that has nothing to do with what's happening, saying in front of you, what's happening, say at the moment. It's just that we just thought he'd do a little bit better because the rivalry over the years, once you build up on that rivalry, bro, you got to go out there and do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like if that was Eric, let's say that was Eric Morales, or let's say that was Barrera going out there. They going all out on their shield, bro. They going out on their shield. That's the kind of shit we want to see from our fighters. I want you to go out there and go out on your shield. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the fact that you don't want you to fight outside of your, your style or your technique. It's just that we want to see you with the passion. We want to see you push for it. Like Devin. Devin, he fought outside his technique, but he went for it though. You know what I'm saying? Just in case shit wasn't all, say what he thought it was, and he could have broke Ryan down. At least he tried. Say it was crazy to watch. He didn't recognize, he didn't make the adjustment. He got Falumaloon. Yeah, he got Falumaloon. But at the same time, he went for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you get points for that. You don't get the win, you get knocked out. But guess what? You got an exciting fight. They said that the pay-per-views were 1.5 million, I think 1.2 million pay-per-views.
Stop pool.
Hey, that's what they said. That's what they saying. That's what I read. That's what I read.
No.
I mean, that's what I read. So if it's that much, you got yourself you went in there, you made an exciting fight, right? I'm saying you went for it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work for you. I think if you was guaranteed a rematch, if I was the champion, I would have put a rematch in the clause, which most champions do. Isn't that the truth? Don't most champions put a rematch clause?
He wasn't the A side.
Oh yeah, that's right. God damn it, Brian. It was 55-45. You goddamn right. Wow. He just all around fucked up. This all around fucked up, man. This is crazy. But I hear what you're saying, but Sugar Ray Leonard fought outside his shit and got Falumaloon. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fighters, because of ego, because of, things that fans say, things that the media say, that they allow themselves to be taken out of the game, I think Devin he learned the lesson. That doesn't mean that you should do it, but I think he learned the lesson now. Hopefully, they can shame Ryan to a rematch and see if he can get back. Because I'm interested to see if Devin can bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him celebrating with birthday cakes because he got to keep the belt, but yet Ryan beat your ass with that belt. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, come on, man. It's like we got to do better than this, in this boxing thing. We got to do a whole lot better. And of course, I forgot what the hell we were talking about.
Do we come back? Do we come back with Bill as his trainer pool in the rematch?
Hell no. He need to get rid of it. I think it was like 5 fights ago. They was talking about Bill need to get out of that man camp. I think Bill done fell in love with being in front of the camera. I think he likes seeing his little scruffy face. out there, you know, saying having that little, you know, just being out front, being the front man for the camp, you know. He need to step back, man, let somebody else do
Yeah,
it.
but
You know, send
it
him.
was a, it was a few fights ago. Matter of fact, I thought it was the first. I believe it was the first fight he had with the Australian cat. Um,
Oh, so, oh, you talking about George Kambosos?
well, with Cambosis when they brought uh Zabdad back into the camp. I thought Zabdad was supposed to be the head trainer because I remember Bill saying he was gonna start focusing more on the promotion and management side, and then all of a sudden, Bill was back in the corner as the head trainer. Because I remember
Yes.
they was shopping around and they was talking about going down there to Dallas with Derek and seeing what Derek had to offer and getting with Blu-ray. But all of a sudden Bill was back in head man in the corner.
I get so fixed over things.
Yeah, you know they don't be getting along. They be falling out. Just like Bill was training with Mayweather and they fell out. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Somebody was saying like maybe Bill was jealous of the relationship between Mayweather and his son. You know, I think Bill is probably possessive over Dev. You know what I'm saying? Because he's such a young, you know, he was so young and influential. You know, and that's his passion is boxing. So who he's going to look up to? You know what I'm saying? The person that's teaching him to get better, right? So Bill, that's kind of like a close relationship, you know, when you learning technique and doing shit like that. So Bill probably don't get along with a lot of people because he wants to keep control over there and stuff. I can see that happening, even though I mean I'm just speculating here. I don't really know for sure. Jonathan Park say he said, "Oh my bad." He says you need to stop being a fanboy and stop being a fan of boxing. One of the best, one in the best to fight the best all the time, no matter who wins or lose. That's what I'm saying, Jonathan. That's what I be saying.
I
He
got
says
I got
far
a
from the
question.
goat.
Cool.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, like if what do y'all think happened to the Charlos? Y'all may have just spoke on it. Do you think if Jamel fights Terrence Crawford, how you think that'll work out?
If who fight who not? Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said, what do you think happened to the Charlos? Because they both, you know what I mean, they both was at the top at one point in time. And if Jamel fights Crawford, how do you think that goes?
Man, that's why that fight is gonna be off the chain. That'll be one of the biggest fights of the year. If Jamel done been out the ring for a minute, that's what it's gonna come down to. The activity. If he gets that fight with Madrimov, that's gonna be activity for him, depending on how many rounds he go and what fashion he beats him in, right? So that means Jamel need to get him. He need to get him a warm up fight. You know, so you need to get him a warm up fight so he can equal Crawford's activity. And the better the fighter, the better it's going to be. And I think that'll help even the odds for Jamel because he's been out for so long, right? Chilling. You know, he needs to get back into the killer groove. That's the only way you're going to beat Crawford. You're going to have to be a killer. If you don't get that fight in, I think Crawford will beat him. Um, Crawford will beat him. Um, it's going to be hard to beat a fighter that's active. You know, what I'm saying a fighter that's in his bag. You know, sorry about this noise. This dude is
How do
mowing
you do?
outside.
Why you think Jamel didn't want to fight Tenzu?
Um,
I think he was injured for real.
Hmm.
yeah, that's right. He had his left hand. He had his left hand injured. I think Canelo had the same injury. Came out, but nobody gave your boy the benefit of the doubt. Um, you know, but I think everybody wanted that damn fight except for him. I don't know. He do seem to be like he don't want to fight or something. You know, it's almost like he's slowing down in the competition. We know he ain't scared. You know, it's just that look like he's trying to slow down and be more strategic in how he's taking these fights. Because you know he got that bag for Canelo, and that's the problem with some of these fights. They get the big bag, and all of a sudden they change in the way they move. And we're interested to see what is Charlo going to do. I mean, is he going to be playing with his kids and shit during training camp like he did with Canelo? We knew that was bullshit. We know what he looked like when he's locked in. Anytime you see a fighter moving different like that, then you say, "Oh man, see, I thought the fix was in with that fight, just because of the way he
But
was moving in training camp." Go ahead.
but the one thing about Charlo, we can say this, man. We know Charlo ain't never avoided no smoke.
Right.
And my thing is with the Tim Zoo fight, I think it was a business decision. Either I make the Tim Zoo fight or I get this bag from Canelo. All right, I've been taking all these fights, and I've been standing on business. I didn't knock him for getting the bag. I didn't knock him for going to get the bag from Canelo.
Hmm. I understand that.
Well, no, I didn't knock him for that either. But I would have thought, like, when Tenzu was talking all that trash and all that, I was like, man, you supposed to come back and come line him up, because I feel like he could have got him up. I felt like he would have destroyed Tenzu. I never thought Tenzu was that good. I'm like, so when he talking this trash, and he just seemed like he's like, oh, the energy I got, I'm just not motivated for him. Like, I don't take him serious. And I'm like, why? Well, come get the free knockout in the bag. It ain't never stopped you in the past.
Yep, that's true.
I hope I would like to see the Zoo and Charlo fight with Zoo coming out the cut and Charlo coming out for defeat, and then after that go straight into the Bud Crawford fight.
Yeah, that's true. I like his. I thought he was tailor made. I'm like, bro, Tenzu don't move. He want to slug. I was like, he's tailor made for a knockout. If this Jamel from 2 years ago, tailor made. You don't move that chin, you going to sleep.
I mean, they can't seem to see that damn overhand right coming, even though he's going to throw it. And the shit is not particularly that fast, anything, but it seemed to make it lands and shit in your ass's grass. But I'm just like, man, because what was his name? Ocampo? I thought Ocampo looked like he just took a dive to me. I mean, because he's way better than that shit. I mean, if he was able to give Fundora problems like that, I think he went the whole distance with Fundora when Fundora was knocking motherfuckers out left and right. So it's just like he come across Tim Zoo and just get caught with an overhand right. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Miss me with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You way better than that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I caught it wrong, but I mean Tim Zoo, I started looking at him a little bit differently after that fight. I said, come on, man. Y'all can't see that fucking right hand coming, man. Let me see sports channel. Yeah. There's no doubt, man. I mean, I just don't think he's that good. I think Virgil Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's inactivity. That's going to play a big role in this shit, man. Inactivity, the stature of the status of the competition that you fought, and they keep moving Virgil Ortiz, in these little baby steps. It's going to hurt him when he fights somebody like a Tim Zoo. Now, I don't know if this fight with Fundora done kind of broke Tim confidence a little bit. But like I think 2 Cents said, that motherfucker's arrogant as shit. You know what I'm saying? So no, Tim Zoo, yeah, he's arrogant as shit. So he probably figured he would have won that if he wouldn't have had that cut. So his confidence probably isn't shaking. Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think he that good? I think if he faced somebody that got even a little bit of movement, it could tap that jaw, he going to sleep. He tailor made to me. He's tailor made to sleep.
What people not saying too is Timmy been moving real strategic too.
Who? Tim, you say?
Yeah, Timmy been moving real strategic too. Run down his resume. He got some names on it, but I mean, he fought Tony Harrison on the short notice. Tony Harrison pretty much done. You know what I'm saying? His dad died. That was his trainer. He fought who he fought before Tony Harrison? And like you said, the Ocampo fight didn't sit right with you. I mean, Timmy been moving real strategic too. So I want to see him get in there. And just like Virgil Ortiz been inactive. He been out the ring. His last fight was 10 seconds. He ain't got no rounds in.
So, I mean, and it's giving us these badass performances where, you can't really gauge on what they're going to do in the ring because they moving so sporadically. So it's like, when you look at it and you look at their last fight, you're like, I don't know how this nigga going to do, tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, they fighting these weird ass folks that you never heard of that don't have any ranking. I think who was McKinnison? I think Virgil fought this McKinnison guy, and he had a hard time catching up with him because the nigga can't stay at 147. He's too long at 147. He's too big for 147. Had a hard time. He finally caught up with him and did what he did, but it's not really building his legacy as a top fighter. Is what I'm saying. He need to fight better caliber of opponents, and that's what we're gonna get when he move up to 154 and coming straight off the block, fighting what's his name, Lawson, Frederick Lawson. Who is that? How is that going to help you prepare for a Tim Zoo or a Bud Crawford or Errol Spence Jr.? You know what I'm saying? It's not. So I mean, it's kind of hard to read these fights when it comes time for them to fight. It's just not know what the hell they're gonna do. It's like, bro, you haven't fought the competition to really prepare you for this shit. But I think I'm still interested in see how you look. I love Virgil Ortiz style. I love I can't say I love Tim Zoo style because it's just so simplistic. It's so 1-2. It's so what I'm saying. It's nothing like his footwork ain't spectacular. He just looked like a regular average fighter to me. So
Yeah.
I think Virgil has more, saying razzmatazz in his style. More power, more bravo. But we know he could be knocked the fuck out because we saw Aegis Kavalauskas go in there and Falumaloom this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Falumaloom him. And I was just like, oh my God. It's kind of like when Dev got fucked up. I was like, and I saw Virgil get hit. I was like, shit. I mean, I hate when shit like that happens, bro. I was just like, the whole foundation of the world get turned upside down. He got up and whipped Aegis Kavalauskas' ass now. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and represented, but we know that his defense ain't 100%. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's gotten better with that. But I think Tim Zoo gonna find out. I think Tim Zoo is that dude that's gonna let him know. You know what I'm saying? If his defense done gotten any better. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be the best fight of the night because Terrence Crawford gonna put his foot all in Machimov ass. He's gonna put his foot 100% in his ass, bro. I think that fight ain't gonna be worth a shit. As far as Andy Ruiz and Baby Miller, I think that's an interesting fight too. Even though Baby Miller ain't never been what his name, Gerard Jamil Miller. I think that's his name, Baby Miller. That fight, it's gonna be interesting, but I think Andy gonna handle that shit. What else fight they got in there? They got on that card. That's
Pitbull
gonna
fighting, right?
Yeah, Pitbull and Jose Venezuela. Jose Venezuela. Now that's gonna be an interesting fight, but I don't think Venezuela is intense enough to fight Pitbull. I mean, he's coming along nicely, but he took a loss to Chris Colbert, which is crazy because Chris Colbert don't have no power like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no power like that. So we know Pitbull got power. You know, I think Pitbull gonna go straight to his ass, bro. Tell you the truth. Because it's hard to hit Pitbull. If you can't knock out Pitbull and you can't withstand pressure against them ropes, I think Venezuela is going to be a long night for him or a short night because Pitbull will get your ass up out of there. That nigga never stopped throwing haymakers.
Man, if you go watch that Pitbull Cabrera fight, Cabrera put out the blueprint on how to beat Pitbull. If you ask me, I think Cabrera beat Pitbull.
You think
Cabrera beat
Venezuela going to beat him?
Heck no. But I'm just saying that the blueprint is out on how to beat Pitbull.
Well, I think Tank would have knocked him out if he wouldn't have hurt his hand.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
I think he would have found that sweet spot. I think because how he moves at the end like a turtle. His head is like a turtle shell, and he just caught the top of his head. It caught him at a weird angle. But Tank started unleashing that power. That's something he was started right really stopping him. If you go back and look at that fight, Tank started hitting him with them shits, start hitting him with that power, and it was just the next time he hit him, is this his hand? He hurt his punching arm, right? So so he had to slow down and do something different. I think that's when Pitbull realized he was hurt. But Tank started backing him up. So that's why I wanted to see a second fight between them because I don't think Tank really, got in the way he wanted to, knocked him out the way he wanted to. And Pitbull got some really good defense. But I'm gonna go back and watch that fight. What you were saying because I haven't seen all of his fights. You said what was the blueprint? 2 cents.
Um, footwork, foot movement, and every time Pitbull kept coming in, he just kept jabbing him, hitting him with the 1-2, hitting him with the 1-2, and then he got him to
Hmm.
the body. He got him to the
Hmm.
body. He dropped Pitbull, but they didn't call it a knockdown.
Mm.
See, and then Pitbull started gassing out in the later rounds, so his punches ain't had no pop on it. So Cabrera was eating them hooks.
Mm. So but I think Tank showed that you can outbox Pitbull too. I mean, he showed that he could easily outbox him. So if Tank want him to get a championship under his belt, is one waiting for him at 140 with Pitbull, and Pitbull would never turn down that fight. Or Sabrina Matias, they'll never turn down those fights. You know what I'm saying? That'll be two fights waiting for him. Well, anybody will really take the fight from him at 140 because they want the money. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna make your highest payday fighting Javante Tank Davis. Cooking with Frank says these niggas cheer for Bud when they announce. I know the Maladra fight because he keep building this narrative like he's this weird anti-hero that where the whole world is against him and shit. And his fans follow that shit and eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Everybody mailed him off the best fighter at 54. Like, come on,
like
bud. Like,
it's like I like for sure. He says Nebraska Bud will have to see Errol again, and you won't be laughing after that, little man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, it's like nobody ain't talking about that shit, but you best believe it's out there. You know what I'm saying? In the ether, it really is. Cooking with Frank says he said seems like Bud makes fights with bums real fast. No, that's what point I was making earlier. He said no negotiation problems, no delays. Yep. He says when it's real smoke, that nigga got excuses, unreal demands, and a cowardly nigga. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it's like, but like my man was saying, he said this shit is business. The way we look at boxing is becoming like the Fred Flintstone way of looking at shit. It's like this shit is like what they call that shit where he lived, bedrock and shit. You know what I'm saying? With the way we are, this shit is like bedrock negotiations. You know what I'm saying? It's like these people on some other shit now. They don't care about the pride of it, about, what I'm saying, you put the business out there for this person like you did for the other person. You know what I'm saying? No, it should be no excuses. You know what I'm saying? If just because the guy's a bigger threat to you, you know what I'm saying, you still make the fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to get the advantage in the damn fight. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's just a pipe dream. That's just a dream I have. I know. It's just a dream I have for
So
boxing.
do y'all
Hmm.
like do y'all I'm gonna say it like this. Terrence Crawford, he always kind of moves like that, so it is what it is. Do y'all kind of like the way EJ is moving after the loss with Terrence and everything? Like I seen he went to go visit a fan who had cancer, so he seemed to be doing this, but he just kind of saying it's just weird. Like it's funny, EJ, they're both the Charlos, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, like the top of PBC. They was on top of the world just 2 years ago. Now we can't even see them in public, except for what's his name for EJ when he went to fight for Andorra. But even that looked weird. So like
Hmm.
what I'm saying, you see what's going on with EJ? What you think? Like you think he moving weird? Like what you think?
Well, I think you got a lot going on. I think there's a lot that we're not privy to.
Hmm.
Anytime, his trainer, what I'm saying, he is suing him for
Hmm.
$5 million. I
Is
mean,
that real, or I heard that was a rumor? Is that real?
it's real, my brother. He
Okay.
is suing him for five. So you're not training because your trainer is suing you. That's some serious shit. So you can't even think about the boxing beginning, because now you got to find you a trainer. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna pay that $5 million to get in the gym and start training.
Like,
Then you
even if he
got
paid that five, their relationship will never be the same. So he got to move on.
exa- yeah, I think so. I think so. Um, so what trainer is gonna like kind of add on to his style? Because it's impossible to change your style. As you get older, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can add on some shit, but to completely change your style is a disaster. You know what I'm saying? We saw Deontay Wilder when they tried to get him in the box. You know, say you end up going back to what you know. Um, so for
Ah,
him, it's
God.
gonna be hard. He's gonna have to go back. He's gonna have to find maybe what's his name that was training Jamal. Who was that training Jamal?
Ronnie Shields.
Ronnie Shields. That's who he's gonna have to go to. He's gonna have to go to Ronnie Shields. Somebody who's I think Ronnie Shields is in Texas, right? So
Yeah, he
yeah,
is.
go with Ronnie Shields. You know what I'm saying? I think Ronnie Shields understands EJ style, and I think that'll be a good little fit for him. You know, what I'm saying, see how that works, and maybe him and Jamal, him and Jamal can kind of bounce off of each other, and get and iron sharpen irons type of shit.
Well, that's the thing about it, though, Paul. Like, what's going on with all of they camp? Like that whole little, they used to be a close knit. Like, so it's Jamal, Jamel, EJ, Ronnie Shields, and then Derek James. All of a sudden, after this last year, it's like they whole little thing together falls. It's all just it's like it's domino effect. It's all then fall down. First of all, you don't never see them around each other no more. They barely mention each other names unless somebody else mentioned it. So it's not just the losses and the $5 million. Like, they ain't been rocking like that for a minute. So what's kind of going on? Because they all seem to also be DNP at the same time. Ain't really been boxing, or so I think it's not to be gossipy or whatever. I just feel like that has a lot to do with them for some reason. Because the
It's
Derek
the mo-
James, you owe him $5 million. That's nasty work. I don't even know what to say about that.
it's the money. You know, what I'm saying, the more money, I think this was like, I don't know how much EJ made, but I think it's one of the biggest purses that he got. And when the money's, everybody's making money. You got Jamel just made a bunch of money with Canelo. We saw it with Caleb Plant. Everybody start acting different once they get that big lump sum of money. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's like everybody starting different. Everybody want a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised Frank ain't acting different. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he said, "Shit, I got to get up there first." Once he get this tank money, let's see how he move after he get this tank payday. You know what I'm saying?
So
It's
it's
like,
funny you say that. So I guess we gotta believe old dude that, remember, he charged up Jamel and the tunnel. He's like, you just start making M's.
mm-hmm.
I guess we got to believe him then, because y'all got a little money and y'all acting different.
Yeah, and we see it all the time. We saw it with Tyson. Certain people, when they, even EJ, once you get money, bro, it's like, I mean, now you set for life. EJ retired his parents. Um, what I'm saying, he's doing things behind the scene. He brought a farm. These people still got lives, right?
Mhm.
Moving. You know what I'm saying? So, even though we like to see him in the ring, they still making moves. So the man, Derek James, think he still owed money from Mikey Garcia fights, because maybe he's just learning about back end profits. Because these dudes don't be as astute as you think
Mm.
about everything. Only we get online arguing about the fucking business of boxing. We do that, but they just be looking at. Derek James kind of strike me as a person who's very simple. I'm saying, somebody who's, not dumb, but just whatever he agrees upon, he's kind of like them cowboys or them John Waynes. He don't try to speculate on shit beyond him. It's like once he become aware of something, he and he's honest. He wants what he wants, so he think he's old. So now you need to train him, my brother. You haven't been training all this time. You've been traveling. I heard he's been traveling to different countries. That's why we haven't heard shit from the camp, because he's going all over the world with his money. So when you should be in the fucking gym and enjoy. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying, man, don't enjoy your life. You can enjoy your life, but Get your ass back in the gym, bro. This is your problem. You take so many damn breaks, and then you're not sharp when you come back. And that's a lot of them. Look at Jamel playing with his kids now. So these guys, I guess they're burnt out. You know, so once you've been doing this shit since you was 16, since you've been a kid, and then now you run into some money. Now that's going to change the way you look at boxing. You know, you heard Ryan Garcia. He said, "I can retire now if I want to. I don't have to keep on fighting." That's the mentality we seeing, right? They getting paid good money. Um, I guess the retirement side is starting to kind of look good to them, you know. Because if it wasn't, they'll be trying to make these fights. They'll be going after motherfuckers instead of plaiting your hair up and coming in after the Fundora fight. You know what I'm saying? And just halfway, like, yeah, man, I want to fight you. Like, bro, come on, man. Can we get some energy, bro? Can we? I said, I know you're chill, dude. I mean, all of them, man. It's like, where is the fucking passion, bro? It's like they just treating boxing like it's something to do. They treating boxing like it's just something to do. And it's getting on my nerves, bro. And I don't know. It's like they having money issues because I think EJ made that big hit, and I think James want more of the pie, and that's just tearing down everything that they got going on over there. Far as Jamel, he just hit his lick, so the money kind of like fucking them up over there. They all hit a lick, and now they don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is with black folks. Money is the thing. Money, females. You know what I'm saying? What how Pac said, money bring bitches, bitches bring lies. One motherfucker jealous motherfuckers died. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening with them. You know? And everybody's trying to get a bigger piece of the pie because they greedy instead of just, talking it out. Say don't let your shit get outside into social media. That's how everything's get destroyed because now feelings are being hurt. Saying really Derek, raised his profile, saying with AJ and Ryan Garcia, saying now he's out there, saying thanks to EJ who helped build his career. So I mean they look like they could come to an agreement. It's just so much ego and pride. What I'm saying? There definitely needs to be a healing and a conversation going on in Dallas. But I do think money is the culprit here. I think money is the culprit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just greedy. You already know that he's probably not going to get another payday to what he got with Crawford unless they get a rematch going. So everybody want in on that bag right there because there's never going to be another bag that big. And I think that's what's going on. B Dog says he's supposed to wait until August to get ducked again. And Cooking with Frank says yeah, because weak motherfuckers like Bud won't fight him. And that's just we in another time. School of Skills in the building showed his face the other day. Oh my God, School of Skills, what's going on, bro? He says the number one Crawford fan up in here. Nebraska Assassins Cooking with Frank excuses. He says Bud's gonna take three undetectable 3 times undetectable champ. You already know what time it is. That should have come out years later though. Whoever hooking them up, they're gonna say, yeah, man. They're gonna show the whole regiment and shit. They're gonna show all that shit going. It never nothing ever stays secret. He says, Pool, tell EJ to pay Derek J. Hey man, don't come in here with your shit, man. Come on, man. Derek, he just want his bonus, man. You know what I'm saying? But hell, he got his ass beat. So what the fuck I'm paying this dude for? And you know what I'm saying? I got beat, man, which under your system, my nigga. It's like, what's up? I ain't paying you shit extra. I'm gonna give you 10% of the guaranteed purse. You know what I'm saying? Until I win, I might give you a bonus if I can win at 154. You know what I'm saying? But don't kick me out the gym, man. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Cooking with Bill says he's chasing legacy by beating bums who never should be champions in the first place. Cooking, bro, man, Cooking with Frank, boy. Say you be on it, man. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Charles Young? What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? The whole 300 up in here. School of Skills. Where the hell have you been, man? He says your super chat bro. He said you got to hit that scrolling that pool counter, that cash app. They took it because I had some some videos and shit that was reused and stuff. But I didn't put my face in it, and they demonetized me. Yeah, hit that pull counter box. And if y'all want to support the channel and stuff like that, that $ pull counter that's strolling across, they hit that, y'all. But yeah, that's what they did. They took my thing, but I'm trying to get it back. I'm gonna have them review it. I'm gonna take those videos off so they can bring back my monetization and stuff. But he says Jonathan Park says, yeah, says that fight is going to be a massacre. Yeah, man, you already see it. 10 fights is not enough. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. 10 fights is not enough to prepare to fight somebody who's mastered their craft and honed their craft over decades, right? I mean, he could stand up there, he could be the number one wood chopper. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless he been chopping wood in his last life, you know what I'm saying, and he was the number one champion in his last life, it's not gonna help him. He just not don't have enough experience to beat Terrence Crawford. Then he's smaller than Terrence Crawford too. Who would have thought? They keep saying he's bigger than Crawford. So they really trying to sell this fight like this dude has a chance to beat him. And I'm just like, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Say 100%, man, stop the cap. Darian Sutton says, Jonathan tell Eddie to make the fight. Boss, Big Tuck, ready. The money is there. And that's going to be a lot of pressure, say for Crawford, say to take that fight. I don't think he really want to fight Boots. I think he want to wait. I think he want to use Boots to promote, to keep interest in him, but he waiting on that Canelo. I think he wants that Canelo fight. I think he wants that. Everybody wants Canelo because Canelo, he brings that real money. He wants that real money. He says, Buddy, wreck them dudes. Said, Buddy, wreck them dudes. He said, EJ training at home. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. B Dog says, Bud ducking Boots. And they going at it right there. He said, Cash Crypto says, still got that weak ass chin. If Madrimov lands clean, he can drop Bud just like a weak ass. Well, you better finish him off because you know how Bud like to come back. He like to come back truly strong and try to finish your ass off after you get hurt. So that motherfucker he like David Banner or some shit, like the black ass David Banner. School Skills says 75,000 in LA. What a undercard. Phew. You got anything to add, 2 cents?
I was gonna say something, but my signal kept messing up, threw me off. What I was gonna say? Yeah, that's what you were saying. Like, it don't matter how good a fighter is, experience is a really big deal. And I'm noticing that with my son. I think I said that on here earlier. It's a big deal. Like, that shit matters. And 10 fights is just not enough, in my opinion, to be able to compete with the best fighter on the planet.
I mean, look like that would be fucking obvious, but it's that's what kind of like really gets under your skin because you're like, man, look up his record, 10 fights. No, this is impossible. I mean, at least Canelo had 40 fights when he fought Mayweather, right? And they still said this dude was inexperienced, which is kind of really weird. But when you got a guy that's just, I mean, overtly got 10 fights, bro, and he's a fucking WBA champion, that shit don't make no damn sense. But they don't give a damn about us. All they care about is casual fan money. I think Leonard Ellaby is one of the most realist and honest dickheads you ever want to meet because he said that that's all they care about. Casual money, casual fan money. They don't care about the hardcore boxing fan money, right? So so when we see these inconsistencies, like they could sell that to a casual fan that this guy is going to be competitive to Terrence Crawford. They could sell that to the casual fan, but they can't sell that shit to us. You know what I'm saying? Because we so close, we follow this shit so close. Oh, I appreciate that. Let me see you. Let me see you. Sister. Oh yeah, yes you did. Appreciate that in the Cash at School Skills. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I see you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. Said thank you so much for that. And School skills in the building. Always come on back to your home, my brother. Let's see. Nebraska Assassin. What do you say? He says people think Morrell beat Canelo. I think he'll beat the shit out of Canelo. Him, David Benavidez.
But he don't got
Um,
enough fights either. He ain't got that much experience either.
what he got is that 300 amateur fights. He's got that amateur pedigree, and he's extremely athletic and strong. So he's one of them dudes that's got them special little gifts and stuff that's going to give Canelo problems. Canelo don't have those special gifts like that. So he's just a dude that like really worked hard on his shit. When you meet somebody like a Ryan Garcia, but actually can fight and school and discipline, like with the Cuban school and all that. See, he's got that, so he can go in there and beat a Canelo, just like your boy Bivol. Bivol is disciplined boxer. That's all you need to be against Canelo and be strong. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not intimidated. All that big fight moment is not going to affect them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're ready for it mentally. They real fighters, and that's why Canelo don't want to fight them niggas, because he know that they're not going to be blinded by the pageantry of his royal position, right? As being the face of boxing. They don't give a fuck about that. They'll go in there and beat him because they hungry. And Canelo at this point is not hungry. He's been too soft on the top for too long, right? Able to fight when he get ready, able to prepare for all advantages, what I'm saying, from his standpoint. So, you know, it's just time for him to get out there and fight one of them real dudes. And I think his reputation would take a I mean, he would, what I'm saying, he'll be looked at with respect again if he fought one of them. But David done moved on now, so he done fucked David whole thing over. He done fucked him over for like 3 or 4 years. Shit, David moved on because he see that Canelo he don't give a damn what people say. He's never going to give David Benavidez that fight. He rather, I mean,
Fight him. I think he might fight him.
why would he fight him after all these years? I mean, he just fought Jamie Munguia, who don't even deserve to fight.
That's true, but if them Saudis give him that bread, I think he might fight him.
Yeah, if you give him that what is it, that 150 million? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
it's
know
like,
about
bro,
that.
like that's what he asked for. Shit, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. He that big of a threat? Like, damn, I won't fight this nigga unless I'm talking about I want like a $250 million or some shit. Like, bro, I mean, that means he's truly understands the threat of David Benavidez, right? You know what I'm saying? If you won't fight a nigga for $200 million, bro, come on. You're like, he understands the threat of David. Dr. Potts says, yeah. He said money. He said it's money too. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Cooking with Frank says, I'm a stream Bud fight for free to see the undercards. Yeah, yeah, me too. Cause I really don't want to buy that shit. He said not just to go against his numbers and nothing like that. Cause I just don't want to see Bud fight that dude. I want to see Bud fight somebody better than that. Usually I buy everything, you know what I'm saying? You can ask anybody, I buy everything. But for this fight, no, I don't think so. If it was a Bud Jameer Charlo, I would buy it. You know what I'm saying? Something that I want to see. Cookie with Frank says, I'm a stream fight. He says, when it's time for Bud to fight Marginov, he says, I'm going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way people feel. You need to do better, man. You need to do better. Cash Crypto he says got Bud picks up looking all suspect. Oh my God, got Bud looking all suspect. No man, it's just the conversation, bro. If you come on now, you know me. Come on, stop now. Stop playing with me. It says Morrell got 10 fights. It says Morrell got 10 fights is my point. Okay, yeah. You're right. But I think his experience is better because of his my man got he got amateur pedigree too. But I think it's different because let me see, why is it different? I mean, I just get the sense that Morrell is a special talented fighter. I don't think of that when I think of Israel, Madrimov. I don't think he's a special fighter. I think David Jr. is a special fighter. You see what I'm saying? I think he got that talent. I think he's got he's got the athletic ability. I think he's that dude up there at 168. He's the up and coming he's the Jerome Booth of the 168-pound division is what I'm trying to say. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. I don't think Israel has that kind of talent. That's what I'm saying. So that's the difference. Even though it's 10 fights, he's different. His skill set is different. You know what I'm saying? What you do you agree with that too, Sin?
I don't know. I mean, it's the experience. So to me, that's the whole thing. Like his skill set is different, but again, he only got 10 fights. He'll be maybe put in situations he's never been in. Will he know how to overcome those?
Well, all Canelo do is come forward and try to beat your arms down. I think Canelo is so I think his game is so one dimensional now. You know, say he's not the same Canelo, and he never was like some dude that was just off the chain skilled. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, he had some. You know, he's quick. You know, what I'm saying he got quick hands. He don't have quick feet. Once you get past the intimidation of the judges and everything, you know, the whole show that comes with Canelo, shit, you go out there and beat his ass just like Bivol did. You know, wasn't nothing special about it. I think Morrell could do the same thing. You know, I mean the head movement that ain't shit. If you can withstand Canelo's punch, you know, I said Canelo can't do shit. He can't move out the way. All he could do is rope a dope. I mean, I don't see what other people see in Canelo. I think David Morrell go out there and beat his ass. You know, I just what I think, man. I don't think it's. I think Canelo is right for the taking right now. Um, Cooking with Frank said, he says, Bud is a manufacturer champion, not an all-time great. He says you have to do something great to be an all-time great. Meaningless belt versus bums don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It could be on to something right there. Cooking with Frank. He said Turkish Gina be mad as hell after he loses money on Bud. Let's see. Nebraskan Assassin said, Crypto. Oh, he talking to Crypto. He says, Bud is a product of Brad Goodman, best matchmaker at Top Rank. He says, Nigga fought Alyssa Bums. He says, opponents off long layoffs, guys with fresh bullet wounds. Oof, God, that kind of hurt right there. Ooh. He said, Bud, that dude. He said they want Bud to lose bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, I just want to see him fight the top dudes. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see him fight the top dudes, school skills. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him saying that Madrimov is the top guy at 154. No, come on, bro. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? You can fight Jamel Charlo because that's what's been promoted for the last few years. That's what we want to see. Do we want to see Marginov? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And then I think the belt complicate matters because we know how Bud act once he get a fucking belt. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden his ass is shifted behind his neck. You know what I'm saying? And he become, you know what I'm saying? And it's like watching Keith Thurman grab a belt. Anytime Keith Thurman used to grab a belt, oh shit. I used to like, God damn, this bastard got another belt. You know what I'm saying? It's just you feel like that. Like, please don't let him get this belt, Lord, please, because you know what he's gonna do. You know, and same with Bud. Once he get a damn belt, you know what he gonna do? He gonna make shit difficult, man. It's like, man, get your ass up out of here. You know, or that's why he's holding on to three of the damn belts at 147. Yep, just making shit. You know what I'm saying? Just making shit. You know, school skills. He's fight Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see y'all. I just want to see the sport move along, you know, and everybody get, you know, so we get to see as many fights as possible while these guys are in their youth, right? But these guys are taking so many breaks. It's affecting ability to fight in the ring. So we don't really get to see the true potential out of these guys, right? So boxing is kind of sucking right now because we got so many. Where the hell is Castano? We just seen Charles Conwell come out the closet, right? Not so to speak. Not saying that he came out the closet. Y'all know what I'm saying. He just finally got on the card and fought Gilmore, right? Which was a pretty good little fight just to see Charles Conwell back into action. But why has it been so damn long? You know what I'm saying? For him to fight. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the top dudes, and it's like we can't like really saying like gauge where he is in the fight game. And if he's one of the top dudes, we should be talking about him, right? So, it's just kind of frustrating that we can't get all these dudes together at 154 because nobody's fighting the top guys that they're supposed to be fighting. He says Bill for up. He said he should have passed. He should have pressed Ryan to make weight or we out. Yeah, and you're right about that. School skills. It's like, but they got greedy. When they threw him that 1.5, that shit like throwing sand in the nigga eyes. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas were hurting. They're like, oh my God, nigga, we got an extra 1.5 mil. And when you throw somebody from the hood some money like that, shit, that blinds them. You know what I'm saying? That's all they can see is that cash. But but they traded cash for that ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was, man. Hey, that 143 helped Brian come in there like Superman on his ass. The nigga was like Dark Side, some shit. The way he was shaking Dev ass around, throwing them around like a rag doll. He says, "Cooking with Frankie said, I don't care about Majval, care about Boots, because you really care about Errol. You're not a Boots fan. Stop the cap." And he says, Nebraska's I fought. He said, I brought all but one Bud fan. y'all going back. Y'all are tripping. He says, I already streamed Bud fights, Jonathan. So everybody's going to stream this fight. Nobody's going to buy a Bud fight, man. Bud don't sell, bro. That's his problem. That's why he want this guaranteed money like that. That's why he want 15, 25 million dollars because, niggas won't buy shit because of the way he moves, right? You know what I'm saying? Because of the way he moves. He says, I'm not mad that ain't the first time I seen a fighter I like to watch lose a fight. Yeah, that's true. Me neither. He says, he said, who's right? Who's right? Y'all must be having a conversation. He says, y'all glad. He says, y'all giddy like bitches acting like you beat up Earl. Grow the fuck up, Yeah, I mean, move. Yeah, I mean, it's time to move on from that. Yeah, he beat Earl, but we need to see that. We need to see that rematch. But right now, Earl, what the shit he's going through, he ain't gonna be ready. So he ain't gonna be ready for that fight.
He
His
looked.
whole
I seen a
foundation.
video of him visiting somebody with cancer. He looked in shape.
Oh, you talking about that dude to the house he went to?
Yeah.
And he was wearing a hat. Yeah, I didn't know he had cancer. But I wonder why he went by the dude's house. He just rolled up like he was a cousin or some shit.
Yeah,
You
he
know.
did.
Yeah, I like he just came up like he finna get something to eat and shit. Like I like, what the hell going on here? You know what I'm saying? I was like, Errol good people, man. He just need to get his personal shit together. You know. I think Bomac said something they done with Crawford. I wonder why they see. What's interesting is how Bomac them be trying to put Errol Spence Jr. behind him, and that's interesting to me. Even though that fight is gonna generate a lot of money, but they don't want to take that. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to take another chance to fight Errol at 150, 54 or at a heavier weight because it's too dangerous or something. They want to run off with the win. Y'all don't get that feeling.
Yeah, I
You don't
mean,
get that.
these fighters rematch.
Mhm.
The rematch game ain't the same. The rematch game ain't the same, even though they usually say it's more money in the second fight than the first fight. But I think they will make the fight. They just gotta build it back up. That's what I think.
I don't think they have to build it up. I just think people need to stop shitting on it. And what I'm saying, I think what it is EJ, he's not promoting himself anymore. Right now he's just trying to make it every day to day. with everything he got going on with Derrick James, it's just like he's not talking about himself. He's not out front. He's not going to fights. People are not seeing him. Here's just the footage of EJ when he went to the dude with cancer. Um, since we had brought it up, what I'm saying. So here's that footage, that what everybody's talking about. What I'm saying, since EJ don't be out there in the public like he used to be. So he's doing a lot of this kind of work. Can y'all see that? Let me see. I'm trying to see. First, I'm trying to see who that is, so they don't try to
But
come
when was
after me and
EJ
shit.
ever really in the public? When was he ever in the public?
Like you're right, never really. I mean, every now and then you used to see him throwing hands with his homeboys or something like that, or you see him here and there. What I'm saying, making like little videos and stuff. He said, "Pull, stop the hate." Okay, we're gonna check out this little footage. I just try to see who it is first, so they don't fucking come after me. Let me see. I thought this was fight height. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, man.
You see the little girl? See, look how big that little girl done got. I mean, this is crazy, man. All these years, look how big that little girl done got.
How you doing, bro? Hey, how's it going?
Golly, man, it's an honor to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Oh man, how you doing, man? Come
Doing
on,
good.
this-
Can't
this-
complain.
He's the champ. He's the champ.
Hello, how you doing, Errol?
Good looking too.
So isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? I mean, I don't think
I'll go in
you
there and
think
say
he's
his name. They know who you are. He's talking about Earl.
isn't that awesome, man? To have the champ come to your damn house, so you just open the door like, "What's up, my nigga?" It's like,
Thank you, thank you. That's my daughter Ivy. Yeah.
he brought his daughter over too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Hi, Abby. Nice to meet you.
Hey, what up, man? I'm one of Coach Tony's friends.
Okay,
Man.
okay.
I used to coach with him back.
Okay, you know what you called him?
Yeah.
Wow, man, this is amazing. This is
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
In my living room. This is
Yes,
amazing.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry that you. I mean, I'm glad that you had time to
Oh
come.
no, thanks. I
I know
appreciate.
you're a busy man.
Oh no, I'm alright. I appreciate you though.
I mean, look how laid back my boy is. My boy laid back, real country dude, real laid back. So look how he lean on man cow. That's cool people right there, man. You can't buy that, bro. You can't buy that, bro. I mean, what do you think, Tucson?
It's cool, man. It just, you know, I heard people say a lot of these fighters, like you meet your favorite boxer, you probably wouldn't even like him. I think Earl's just
Mm-hmm.
a laid back guy. Like he said in the interview, like I'm just a regular dude, man. He said, I know you see me on TV and fighting. But he like outside of that, I'm just a regular person.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that shit too. I think a lot of them are like that. It's just that some of them buy into, what I'm saying, once you know what I'm saying, you get more money in your pocket, they start feeling like they're on another level. But some folks this shit like I think EJ just one of them dudes like he's able to keep a level head. But I don't know the dude for sure. But he changed his life quite a bit. He's been through a lot, car accidents, changing the people that's around him that keeps him rowdy, just maturing as a man. What I'm saying, once you mature as a man, what I'm saying, you cut those things that are toxic out of your life, what I'm saying, and you get to this point where you could just raise your children and do things like this, visit a man who has cancer, what I'm saying, to give him a bit of joy, just, what I'm saying, just to be in the presence of a champion, somebody, that reps Dallas. I mean, look at this man. This man is happy as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I mean, he's just like chilling. This man just come right around the corner. Hey, what I'm saying? What's up? What I'm saying? I don't know if he had something to eat with him or broke bread with him or what, but you just get a sense that this is the kind of person that EJ is, man. And that's why he's a people champion. You know what I'm saying? He's a people champion.
You know, supporting me
Oh
throughout
yeah, man.
throughout the years.
Since you started.
I appreciate
There
it.
you go.
Appreciate it. And you don't know how much that means to me. Like you saying you want to meet me.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That means a lot.
Yeah.
Cause stuff I think that's tough and I be going through.
Right.
It really don't don't mean nothing because most people have way worse problems than you, and you're not
Right.
really thinking. You just think
And you
about the
don't think
problem.
about that.
Yeah, you think about the problems you got, but there's people out here that got way, way worse, more problems than you.
Right. Like the little kids with cancer, you
Yeah,
know, that are born with it.
yeah,
You know, they don't deserve it. They're little babies. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And every time I start feeling down or bad about stuff, I look at commercials like that and say, man, you got nothing to complain about.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean?
Man, look at them old Chuck Taylors versus the modern shoes. You know what I'm saying? The old that mother got some huge feet. God damn. You know what I'm saying? But that's the old Chuck Taylor. But what I was talking about, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, man. You know, he just got a conscience, man. You know, he's the people's champion, man. You know, Terrence Crawford, he needs to watch this shit. And you know what I'm saying? He need to peep game. You know, he do, man. I'm just saying, you know.
Wow.
Me too. Just when he texted me about it and called me about it, it just brought. I was like, man, I'm out here just feeling down on myself or
Yeah.
feeling like I haven't accomplished anything that I want to accomplish, and
Right.
then or I'm just feeling down. Then when he had called me about it, and then it just, I was like, man, it's people going through way more stuff
Yeah.
than I'm going through.
Every day you wake up is a good day. Every day you
Oh
wake up,
yeah,
you're above
oh
ground.
yeah,
It's a good day.
it's a blessing. Oh, her, she don't really know. I told her. I was like, I'm finna go meet somebody. She was like, "Ooh." Then I told her, yeah, cancer stuff. She was like, she don't really
Right.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what grade are you in? The second grade? Have you got your first report card yet? Have you got your first report card yet?
yeah, she a teacher pet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You in there good then.
Man, that's cool as hell right there, man. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. He's your boy Frank, and Errol Spence Jr. best friend, Marvelous Jarvis. Um, Marvelous Jarvis, I don't know why he hasn't kicked off his career. His career, he's a boxer too, but you know he's too busy being a number one YouTuber to like really get his career going. He's a damn good boxer. He just, say he just seemed to, go back and forth between YouTube, doing YouTube videos, and they be good too. I've seen the ones where, yeah. Have you ever seen his videos, too? Tucson?
Nah, I never seen him.
You never seen his videos? Oh man,
Uh-uh.
it's more of a guy. It's more of a guy like situation. Like where he's always a guy, a single guy in these apartments, and he always have like the big booty landlord come by. Of course, he always shorting the rent type situations. Of course, she's always a gorgeous black chick or whatever, and he always put himself in these kind of situations. So he's the number one. He's one of the number one YouTubers, but he goes back and forth. But he's a good boxer, and here is him and Frank practicing on the mitts. And this is a dude with the weird braids. That's Errol Spence Jr. best friend, Marvelous Jarvis. Let me see. I mean, it looks good in practice. You know what I'm saying? It looked good in practice. Frank always had speed. You know what I'm saying? I think he's always had. I've never actually seen him do this drill before, but it looks good. You know what I'm saying? It's like it looks good. I like how he kind of leaned into. Look, did you see that?
It's
Tuesday,
freezing for me. I can
how
hear
he
it, but
leaned.
the picture frozen.
Oh, my bad. Damn, what the hell? The picture froze. Let me see.
For me, it is. I don't know if that's
Uh,
my signal or what.
did you see that?
Nah, I keep freezing.
Oh, it froze, huh? It's like it's weird. I wonder why is it doing that. Okay, let's see.
So you're not gonna give me
Let me
nothing
see.
to eat.
Let me see. Okay, look like it's moving.
I
Yes.
can hear it.
Huh, I wonder why you can't see it.
Might be
Yeah,
my
'cause I
signal
can.
because I'm in a bad place.
Oh, okay. I mean, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? But can he implement this defense he's showing on them pads? Oh, I like how he goes into that hook. I like how he goes into that hook, man. That shit is fresh. You know, I've never seen that done on the pass before. Like somebody lean into the hooks. He said, um, School Skills says, he said, I can't. This dude. He says it's like talking about his skills. Did you not see that uppercut from the rope? From the ropes? That's just fire. Yep, yep. That's what I was talking about. School Skills. But I think that's going to be the fight that set it off this year for the PBC. That Tank and Frank Martin fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight everybody's going to be waiting on. He says you ride with the woman that was there at the beginning, bro. Says she's 8. She's 8 kids. Give her a bro. Give her a break, bro. Let me see. Says you ride with the women. I don't understand. Doesn't. He says a rematch is damn near guaranteed in the championship fight. He says now these fighters are not the same, in my opinion. Say they all have kinds of stuff preventing them from fighting. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, but you would think though, if you go down the PBC roster, just man, they got so many fighters, man, that they could set up. It's got to be a money thing. 2 cents. It's got to be a money thing.
Well, I
And
think they
now that that's
rebuilding. They trying to rebuild. They trying to switch over to the new way boxing is. They trying to get new apps or whatever they trying to fight on. I mean, they just rebuilding. They've been on top for a while.
yep, yep, that is true. That is true when you look at it that way. He says, I think Floyd might fight Tank. Oh shit. Man, you stop, boy. You just said something. Man, I ain't finna go down there. You just blew my brain up. Stop. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Could you see something like that too?
Hell no.
What if they staged it where Floyd is the only one going there and beat Tank? What if they did some shit like that? You know, so they staged a fight. Like they was talking about Jake Paul was doing. They were saying that, the feds were about to get on Jake Paul about staging fights.
Yeah, I heard he was
And
being investigated.
yeah, he coming out with all this these different casinos, online casinos.
Yep, he got
Um
betting app.
hmm So I don't know. He's doing good, but he's getting beside himself. Starting to get beside himself. A lot of these guys they got to slow the hell down. Man, but that would be cool. That would be crazy as hell to see Floyd fight Tank. Said Floyd, no, oh my God, bro, that'd be too funny. And of course, Floyd gonna set it up the way he gonna win, right? He said Bud been trying to get easy payday because he got 23 kids. Shit.
Did
That's
you
ain't nothing
hear
wrong with that.
did you hear Bill Haney tell Floyd all his 50 fights were staged?
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was hilarious, bro. He tells her, I'm a street nigga. I'm a street nigga. All them 50 fights don't mean nothing if you ain't help nobody, come up, nigga. What I'm saying? He was kind of alluding to them kids too, you know what I'm saying? Because Floyd kids off the chain. The one that hit that pregnant girl, you know what I'm saying? In the stomach and stuff. So,
What? I didn't hear that.
oh yeah, the one who was messing with NBA YoungBoy. I forgot what her name, Ayana or something like that. Floyd
He
daughter,
stabbed. She stabbed her. She stabbed her.
stabbed in the stomach. Like, yeah, she was looking at some time. Of course, I don't know. I think Floyd, using his influence, got up off of that somehow. Probably gave a ton of money, saying to one of the judges, district attorneys, or something for his campaign. And I mean, Bill would hit below the belt. He don't give a fuck. He gives no fuck. He says breaking event, man, that would be crazy. School of Skills. He says Bud fighting Jake Paul after Madrimov. Oh my God. Oh my God. They flipping, they tripping out right now. They are tripping out right now. Off the chain, man. Y'all are bugging. He says Bud can't sell out a backyard party, but he can get that guaranteed money. I mean, that's one thing he can do. He can get that guaranteed money. That's something that he can do. Shit. So I mean, as long as he get that guaranteed money, shit, he don't care about the rest. Yeah, that's how Bud. That's how Bud living out here in these streets. You know, shit.
Did you hear
So
Bill say Terrence Crawford can beat every single one of Floyd opponents?
everyone, oh shit, man, get the hell up out of here. You crazy as hell. Especially if he see the success of Bud is he don't fight nobody back to back like Floyd did. See, Floyd fought tough motherfucker back to back. See, that's the secret that people are not looking at. You fight a tough opponent here, then you take a couple of easy opponents there. That's just strategic shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the strategic way out. I'm looking at an article here where Jerron Ennis is saying that he is definitely Crawford toughest opponent. I mean, do y'all agree with that? If he was to get the fight, do you think he would be Bud Crawford toughest opponent?
I think the
You
fans
know what
would
I'm saying?
perceive it that way, but I mean, I guess it would be Bud's toughest opponent.
Mm-hmm. Y'all think so? Because obviously Jerron Ennis thinks a lot of himself. So he's very confident. A lot of people sense the danger because his skills. When he fought Roma Villa, he just looked awesome, man. That young man impressed me so much with the catch and shoot, with the different skills that he displayed, the way he blocked and uppercut the motherfucker and countered with the uppercut. I mean, that motherfucker is bad. You know what I'm saying? He's a bad motherfucker. Darren says 1.6 million views per views Crawford says. What are you talking about? That Spence fight? Off that Spence fight? That's what you're talking about? Because I mean, I don't know what other fight he could have made that kind of money. School of Skills say yes, Boots will be. He says Pacquiao there. Pacquiao still trying to get smoke in these streets, man. He need to go sit his ass down. You know, he need to go sit his ass down. Pacquiao don't want smoke with Bud. Not now. Shit, probably back in the day. He says prime Oscar De La Hoya beats the shit out of Bud. He said Sugar Shane Mosley does too. That would have been some good fights, man. That would have been some excellent ass fights. Cash Crypto says he says Dark Kent. He says Pac signed the contract to fight Bud. He says Bud didn't sign. Stop capping. And the cool thing about these, when you arguing a bunch of boxing aficionados, you can have a damn argument that happened way back in 2018 today. Saying some arguments that started like decades ago. Saying, and we was all here. Saying when this shit was popping. Saying, and we arguing this shit here, fucking 5, 6, 7 years later, like that shit was just yesterday. That's so interesting.
and don't
You know,
nobody know what really happened.
But we all know the details though, because we was right here, in this space when it's, popping about it. He says niggas be saying anything. What's going on, Harlem Hemp? 831. What's going on, my brother? He says that Villa fight was clear. Wasn't it though? That showed you to me. That showed you what Boots could do against a pressure fighter. So no matter how hard Terrence Crawford pressed forward, you know what I'm saying? That defense Boots got is serious. That shit is serious, bro. I mean, you can see he can still be hit. He can still be hit and everything, but Boots he's got a tough little chin. He took some shots from Villa, and Villa is a power puncher. He's a power puncher. He took some shots from Villa. Showed you he's a tough guy, and he stood toe to toe when he had to. So he's one of them guys who's not going to let Crawford extend upon pressing forward. So Crawford will have to catch him with some short, sharp shots to like put him down. He's not going to step back on Crawford. Saying Boots one of them dudes who's going to catch and shoot on you. We thought EJ was going to do the same thing, but he didn't bring them skills with him. Saying? He didn't bring that shit with him. The catch and shoot, the things that Derek James teach so well. He says, I spend my money because of Bud. You need to get 1.6 people just like you. You know what I'm saying? School of Skills say, he says Boots will be Crawford toughest fight. He says, and Bud might not fight him. He says he's getting too old. Yeah, that's the only thing that's gonna be fucked up. Like when if he do get beat, it's not gonna be that bad for him because he is up in age. That's the thing, you know. I know some people don't care. Excuse me, y'all. I know some people don't care about that shit, but I do. You know, say if you in your prime, that's when everything's popping, and that's why I'm pissed with Bud that he didn't do what he needed to do in his prime. He says, Darren Bud only sold 300K with all his pay-per-views together before the Arrow fight. Cash Crypto says Arrow had way more pay-per-views. You Buttercup, it's just it be making shit up in your head. Oh boy, he says Arrow only sold 300K also. He says Crawford is aging like fine wine. What's up, Chastity at Thomas? Yeah, he's aging pretty well. He's Crawford, high ring IQ and championship experience will beat Boots. It's a possibility. It's definitely a damn possibility. Cooking with Frank says goodbye, Darren. He says have a nice day. Oh man, don't take it like that. Don't take it like that. Later, pull the chat. All right, school skills. Thanks for stopping through, my brother. It is what it is. But we're gonna wrap things up. You know, we're gonna come back tomorrow. You know, we've been every day for 2 straight weeks. This is my second time coming in here today. So you know what I'm saying, hook your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Hit that cash app that's scrolling across there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be on every day. Once again, I'll come in 7 o'clock tomorrow. And you know what I'm saying, we'll subscribe to 2 Cent Boxing. You know what I'm saying? She's a special boxing channel, you know what I'm saying? Just like my own, very unique. You know what I'm saying? You're always able to get off your opinions. You know what I'm saying? You want to come up on the panel, say what you got to say, and we're going to keep our forums like that open so everybody can have something to say, and come up and argue whatever you want to, you want to argue. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love her platform. Rama Emily John, what's going on? He says, take the wife out to dinner pool, no doubt. No doubt. Oh, I appreciate it. What you hit the cash. Oh, thank you for the cash app, bro. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I did get the job. You know what I'm saying? My criminal background and all that shit came back. Yeah, I did get the job. So I'll be going training next week on Monday. I'll be training, on all the chemicals and all that shit, and on the tanker and all that stuff. So I'll be doing all that shit next week. I should be able to go live, but I'll be training. I had to switch off from the owner operator shit because the market just went terrible, y'all. It's so bad out there, man. Y'all don't even understand. I mean,
It's
you got to
bad.
like really. Oh man, it's horrible. It's horrible, and it's been bad for about a year. It's just that if you can find like a Halliburton or somebody who's doing oil, and I did that for a while. 14,000. They were paying like 14,000 a load, right? And all that shit just went away. They stopped pumping, and so you got to find more. You're losing money, you're gaining money. So it's just a hassle. Saying with the market right now, because they're not really paying you the money that you should be getting out there. And it's just going down the tubes, and you got more of the big mega carriers taking more of the big accounts. For the little guy, it's kind of hard. It's tough to survive unless you just outright own your rig and with no payment, and you got like an older rig or something like that. It's hard to make the money, you know what I'm saying? Or you just got like a super low payment and you just want to run like that forever. Because the fuel is ridiculously high. For something a gallon for diesel. Diesel used to be the low fuel, right? Now it's the highest fuel. So they just gouging us at every, the road taxes. When you roll into certain states, it's $100. As soon as you hit that state, if you're going up, nobody goes northeast in trucking because of all the tolls and shit like that. What I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a lot of taxes. It's a lot of shit going on. And
You should have came on. You should have came to the H.
oh, I'm in the H right now.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm training. I'm training in the H. That's where y'all at. Okay, I hit up who's real You know what I'm saying? To see if you know what I'm saying, want to go have a drink or something down here. But I like it down here. You know, 'cause I just came from Dallas the other day. So yeah, that's what's up. What's going on, Jolly Addison? You know, say yeah, we just fit to wrap it up. But we're gonna come back about 7 o'clock tomorrow, of course. You know, this is my second time coming on today. We'll just probably kick it all day tomorrow. You know, so if there ain't nothing going on and stuff. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, put me back at least to, 100K status, you know what I'm saying? Get, what I'm saying? So a nigga be living pretty good, But you got to put in that work, though, got to put in that work, you know.
Absolutely.
This economy is, this economy is something else. Um, it's not sustainable if you don't have a great career. You know what I'm saying? It's not, unless you know how to hustle, unless you know how to hustle and have your good hustle. People can't afford these apartments. I mean, these apartments are, it's not like back in the day. This shit is expensive now. To be a single man with no family or a single woman with no family right now, it's tough, man. You better cultivate yourself with a trade or a good career, because man, it's like it's getting worse and worse out here. It just you better get don't be, you don't have to want to do nothing strange for no change like P Diddy. You don't want to have to make it do what it do. You know, like P Diddy be saying, I've been waiting for this goddamn moment. So I've been waiting to do this shit too. Let me see, I can't even find the shit. I don't fuck that whole moment up. Let me see. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to say this shit. Let me see. I got the little sound bite.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No, I got
I've been trying to get that shit in all day. Oh, and this
I
was
like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No, I got
Don't be
this
saucy
was.
with me, Bernays.
I've been trying to get them shits in. I was like, let me get my sound bites together and stuff so I can make this more exciting and stuff, make it more, fun and stuff. So I just got to put more time into it, though. But yeah, 2 cents, man. Refreshing voice in boxing. Y'all know it. Say our boxing community is small but strong. All hardcore boxing content, not content, but just fans, man. Makes this all worthwhile to get up and talk about the shit, or just about life or whatever. Because I think my demographics is around my age and maybe a little younger, maybe 35 to 55. When I look at the demographics and everything, so I know my people. What I'm saying, we are pretty much, what I'm saying, around the same experience, in life. So, I really appreciate you guys, man. What I'm saying, so for supporting me and just being here with me, man. Yeah, I'm feeling good, bro. And it's been a while. This is the longest I've been off ever. I mean, I have like all that time I was doing live streaming last year, I was on the road. You know what I'm saying? And damn near fucked up my health, which is another thing I didn't discuss, because, I found out I was, what was it, type 2 diabetic because I was in the damn truck drinking tea and eating bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And, luckily with this break, I found that I caught it quick enough so I don't have to start, going down in health and stuff. So I was working so damn hard, driving 600 miles every day and just neglecting my health. So I figured out like, while I was so damn tired, I couldn't do, how I used to do long live streams and my energy just wasn't there. So when I took this break, I found out that, yeah, I was like pre-diabetic or some shit. And I was like, shit, because I was just eating all this bullshit and not like, like really taking care of myself. So that's what I was talking to you about, 2 cents, about eating the raw
Yep.
vegetables
Yep.
and I just started, my shit went right back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Just went right back to normal. You know what I'm saying? Because, I just started eating vegetables and stopped eating a lot of the bullshit. So we got to take care of ourselves and stop thinking like we're Iron Man out here. You know, I don't have the same youth where, you could eat a carburetor piece, you know what I'm saying, and you good. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a cast iron stomach, I eat a piece of cheese, man, my whole world would just fucking fall apart. You know what I'm saying, nigga? That shit is that shit. I might as well go into. I'd rather go to the gas chamber than eat a piece of cheese, my nigga. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And we'll chop it up some more. And we'll y'all know how we used to have it. I used to do streams that was 6 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? I used to do these long ass streams, but yeah, I'm gonna go and get the old lady, gather her up, because I know it's gonna take her at least 2 hours to figure out what she want to eat, and that's just how that go.
All right,
Yeah, we'll
Paul.
see
I'll
you.
holler at you tomorrow.
All right, then 7 o'clock. Let's see you guys. Peace out.
Peace out.
Thank y'all for coming through.